We're live.
What up? I said what up? What's going on, y'all? We got your boy Wings of Redemption, Eddie the Chump, and my homeboy White Boy 7th Street. What up?
What's up,
What's
boys?
up, y'all?
Always silent. The always unpredictable.
The
The
enigma.
unpredictable. Yo, I got something crazy right here. Somebody sent me a tweet. His name is Josh. He was like, I love the podcast show. It has a good mix. Jive the gangster, Eddie the smart guy. And these two are kind of crazy. Tell me what y'all think about what this guy thinks about y'all. Wings the porn freak and White Boy the stoner. Why do these guys think this stuff about you?
I don't know why I'm a porn freak.
Wings.
I mean,
I was like, Wings the porn
I
freak.
partake in porn, but it's by no means like the defining trait of me. Like, if anything, Wings would be like the anti-theist.
Yeah, the crazy guy.
See,
Yeah,
I'm more disappointed that they don't think that either you or me, Jive, partake in those other activities. I'm kind of offended. Even though I don't smoke weed anymore. I used to smoke a lot, but I don't anymore.
Dude, nothing's better getting high, jacking off, then play some video games.
So I got a brand new pack of Warm Touch. Warm and jelly right here. I ain't opened it yet though.
You have to do something for the show. I actually did buy, gotta be loud here. I bought some warheads. What do you gotta do with the warm? Okay.
I got
God damn it,
this
John,
kind. This is the only kind I found though.
I'm annoyed you got yours because there's a shop in my town that sells them and I haven't bought any yet.
I'll mess
All
with
I have
these,
is these.
but the red hot chili peppers.
Now I want you to use the warm jelly on something, on like your nose or something.
Nah.
Pick your nose with the
Not
warm
really.
jelly.
It won't do nothing. It'll just feel like grease on my nose. Like
Pick your nose with the warm jelly.
That's the porn freak talking. He knows.
porn. See, the porn guy.
Oh,
What's
guys.
up, though?
All right, let me ask you: are you guys not experimental when you have sex? Or you just do missionary every time?
No, you got to experiment.
You got to experiment. You got to be like, well, wonder what it feels like in this position.
Yeah,
That's all I'm doing.
nothing goes in my ass though. Nothing. Period.
Yeah, I don't have GoPros and like a goodie bag full of Valentine's sex toys.
What the fuck is
And
that?
a tape measure, a baton?
This right here was one of those like selfie sticks, but I always called it the fucky stick. So you can actually like film her face while you're fucking her.
I like your
freak
thinking.
boy.
You know, you just hook the phone up and be like,
Motherfucker got his selfies.
I like it. Rugged filmmaker, Geordie Jordan.
I use this for a shot. Well, the video I never released, but I use this for a shot with like, you know, watching people's feet and stuff like that. It's a really cool thing.
Yeah, that do look nice though. But I don't have what would you put on that? Like a GoPro or
Well, it broke, but like what you do is you like take this and you set your phone on it like that, and you can just use your phone like this.
How do you
Okay.
take a picture though? Like how do you press the button to take it?
Well, you pull the stick down here and you go record, and then you just
extend
Oh,
the
so
stick.
it's a video, not like a picture thing?
well you can set your like iPhone. You can set a delay so it takes a picture like every 5 seconds and stuff like that too.
oh okay, yeah, the timer. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you like this kind of stuff, audience, remember to like and favorite the video because that really helps us out.
Definitely.
Check us out on iTunes and leave us reviews there. We love reading them. We read them on the show.
We'll read
And,
some later. You have to search The Podcast Show, one word. I'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video. So
Can I
it's a little bit easier for you guys to find.
Can I explain why likes are important?
yeah, go ahead.
Here's the reason why every YouTuber you ever see has you like his video. YouTube uses a crossover of the Facebook algorithm. And the way that happens is they want to put content people enjoy in front of them. No longer of the old days of YouTube, if you do a video, every one of your subscribers gets it. It's actually partitioned out in sections. Like, say you have 20,000 subscribers. It'll take that video and send it to 4,000 subscribers. During their intake of that video, how much they like, how much they comment, and how much interaction and how long they watched it, it will decide if it sends it to another partition of your subscribers, say another 4,000, and so on and so forth. So if a video is getting a lot of comments and a lot of likes, it has a greater chance of being seen by everybody that subscribed to your channel. This way, that content that isn't well received doesn't get put in a sub box. Content that is well received gets put in the sub box. So if you want to help us grow, hitting that like button is the number one way to do it. Actually, it's the number two. Number one is sharing, but I don't expect people to share this shit.
Here, Johnny, check this out. Sharing is caring.
One thing I was going to add as well is be sure to stop by our subreddit because we want to develop a sort of closer relationship. All of us are on there. If you leave a comment or a question or maybe a topic, will be, and it's good, we'll get round to it. We will. We do pay attention to that stuff. We do read it. So don't ever feel that there's no point in doing it, because there is. So I just thought I'd get that stuff out of the way at the beginning of the show.
Somebody asked me, why are you in the chat? I'm like, what? On White Boy's video. He said, why are you in the chat talking to us? I'm like, oh, we got a badass over here.
I heard you were kicking ass and taking names on White Boy's video.
That's what I do.
I love reading the comments. It's funny. It's always
it's always that black guy.
Yeah. I saw one that was just genuinely like, the black guy's voice is annoying. I was like, really?
Yeah. Jive responded to that one.
Somebody said, is it just me? Or is Jive annoying? I said, yeah, it's just you.
Yeah, it's just you. It's like
Makes you wonder about these people.
Yeah,
it's like I just want attention, basically.
Yeah,
it's like,
I want
validation.
validation.
Attention, so I'm gonna write this. Let's see if anybody agrees with me. If anybody likes me, is it just me, or is Jive annoying?
No,
yeah,
Jive,
it's just you, bro.
I wish you could see how many negative thumbs the YouTube comments have.
Definitely.
It doesn't work that way. I thought it worked like the Reddit. Like if you thumbed it down, it would lose a like.
I don't think you don't see the comment if there's too many
you don't
dislikes
see
on
the
it.
downvotes. But I think Geordie's right. I think it loses a like. So if it gets if it gets a downvote to 0 likes, it will just have 0 likes. It won't show like 5 million thumbs down.
Oh, so like say my video got a thumbs up. Not my video, my comment.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Jive. 1 like, 1 dislike. It would just show no likes, or
I think so.
That's the case.
Yeah.
yeah, I never knew that.
There's loads of little weird intricacies about how YouTube and comments work.
How about this for a way of fixing YouTube comments? If you reach a certain pre-numbered thing of dislikes, they just fucking cancel your fucking subscription to YouTube. You have to make a new account.
I think if you get a certain amount of
that should
downstrokes,
work.
if you get a certain amount of downstrokes on a comment, they should fire an orbital laser at your IP address. That's
On
what
at
should
least
happen.
on at least 5, like so they could root out the trolls. Like if all your damn comments are just downvoted, all right, bye, dude.
That can't work that way, because like, what if you're going against like for example, I watch a lot of religious videos and a lot of Republican videos.
Yeah.
And I always I'm more of a libertarian. I'm like a neocon libertarian. And
Yeah,
but the people that watch Republican videos will downvote my shit because what I think is right. It's not that I'm trying to be a troll. It's just that I don't agree with their ideologies, and they'll downvote my shit. I think that like you should have a number like 5,000 downvotes or something. If you reach that number, it's like, well, you're just a nuisance.
No, but somebody will have to step in and read and be like, they're just,
I'm kind of, yeah.
But if I come to every video and say, fuck you, Wings, fuck you, White Boy, fuck you, Eddie, now somebody will look and be like, all right, yeah, he's a fucking
He's obviously attracted to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always have the power to block them from your channel anyway. So I think I'm all up for keeping free speech available for people. Like, you can hate on me all you like. That's absolutely fine. Believe me, it won't get under my skin, right? You're not gonna seriously emotionally affect me. Like, that's not gonna happen. And if you annoy me, I will just block you. Like, I am so quick to use the ban hammer. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah,
Like
I'm
I am
crazy with
on
it.
that shit. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm.
Oh man, I used to be the king. The king.
Can you see how many blocks you have, Wings, on your YouTube channel? Is there?
There used to be a way, and
I
it's
don't,
been years since I've been.
yeah, I don't know how
I've
to
actually
find
not
it.
blocked anybody this year, and I don't think
That.
I haven't blocked anybody in the last 8
Congratulations.
months. Blocked 8 months. I haven't blocked anybody.
I was thinking, do you know how Target can? I don't know if you guys heard this, but like Target can predict if you're pregnant by looking at your search history or something.
Yeah.
Well, what if they did that with like a YouTube comment section, and like Google Analytics are pretty good, and they could figure out like if you're commenting like very negatively, they they have like Google AdSense like happy pills or like I don't know cute animals to try to like make your mood better.
Yeah,
Another
maybe.
another crazy thing I wanted to tell like a lot of the subscribers. Some of the stuff you say doesn't go into the comments. I'm not talking about just the podcast show videos. I'm talking about period. Like like if you say nigger on one of my videos, it's just not gonna reach my comments because I got that word blacklisted. Like a lot of people say, "Hey, nigger," and think they're like big and bad, and it's just not gonna show up. Like it's just gonna go
Because you
straight
banned
to
the
the
word.
yeah, you can
Oh,
blacklist
right. Yeah,
words
yeah, yeah.
and whitelist words.
Yeah, I blacklist all the obesity words: obesity, overweight, supersized. All those are out in the comments. So if you want to talk about your supersized fries, your comment's not going to happen.
Supersized fries.
I banned my channel, check out, all those spam.
I think that's automatic though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it all
think
the time.
Check out my channel.
I still get it. I still get come and check out my channel. I got it today on my video about growing on YouTube. That was kind of a take the piss sarcastic video anyway, and someone actually commented, "Come and check out my channel, you won't regret it." I was just like, right, well that can go on the list of things never to do if you actually want to grow.
Like that actually worked for a few people back in like 2010. I remember
Yeah.
Mr. Technical Difficult would do that a lot. And then he blew up. He
blew up because of that thing he does.
the Omegle. But no, I swear he left a comment and I banned him for a little bit and I eventually unbanned him. But that's how he didn't blow up off of comments, but he got that initial, the seed,
little
the flower.
growth.
The thing with Mr. Technical Difficulty is he blew up because of that Omegle mess. Like like his Call of Duty channel is going nowhere. It's kind of like mine, but the Omegle thing. That's what got his shit going. He went crazy with the money, dude. Did you see his truck?
No, I don't even know who he
He's
is.
he's got like a Dodge 2500 like Cummings with like a toy hauler with like 4-wheelers and jet skis and shit in it and like this big old house. I'm like, damn.
Hold up. Is his avatar like a guy
It's a cartoon
going like this,
Yeah,
going thumbs up with a book bag on?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
All
him.
right. I heard of him. Okay.
I know,
What
Eddie.
else
I get
was
the
I
same
gonna
side
say?
when I watch people's videos.
I was gonna say, for me, some people automatically go into spam. They can say, "Job, what's up?" and they're in my spam. Like I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man. That happened to one of you guys?
Yeah, it
That
happens to me
all
all
the
the time. Yeah.
But it's a guy named Philly Cat in Texas. And he always comments on my videos and he's always in spam. And I have to literally go in there and check and then be like, okay, that comment's okay, and send them to like
The
regular
review
comments.
bit. The review bit. Yeah.
I think for him, he sees it in the comments. Like he sees his comment being there, and it doesn't hurt him. He doesn't know. But
Exactly.
Now he knows, I guess. Big Philly. Wait, was it Big
Philly Cat in Texas?
Yeah, like he lives in Texas, but he's from Philly, and I can't reply to him. I think that's a Google whatever.
Some
Google
people
Plus
take
thing.
it off. Some people take the ability to have your comment replied to off their profile.
Is that what it
Okay.
is? I thought it was
Yes.
because they hadn't switched over to Google Plus.
I think I need to do that.
Why do you do that?
I don't know.
I mean,
just
like-
think I need to do it.
The best way to get comments is through your fucking like email. Like I just go to the socials tab of my Gmail and just reply to comments from there.
Yo, another guy said, "Get out of white boys comments trying to get subscribers." I'm like, I think people know who I am by now. Like what's wrong with you people, man?
It's like, what is the thinking of that? Like, he's on the video that you're commenting on. Like, he's in the video.
Oh man.
Anybody here a hater? I'm a hater. I found out myself I was a closet hater.
Why are you a hater, Wings?
Dude, I watch other people's YouTube channels and I just got hate in my heart. It's like the hatred in my heart just stews.
Why?
Like,
were you always this way? Were you always this way?
No, it wasn't always this way. I got bitter as I got older.
Yeah.
But like, if I watch a YouTube channel, let's say I'm looking for a Let's Play, and the Let's Play, the first channel that pops up has like 1 million subscribers. I will not watch his Let's Play because he has 1 million subscribers. I will go down to somebody with a smaller channel and find an inferior product.
Hipster Wings. I like it.
I kind of do that also. Like, you know, I like watching the smaller guys for some reason.
It's because they're more, you know, as the smallest channel here, I will ride the internet white knight horse into this discussion. It's because the smaller guys generally are a lot more honest and they're a lot less corporate because they don't have sponsors, right? So they don't attract a large enough audience to be relevant so that sponsors come to them. So subjects aren't off the table for these people. They can talk about, they can talk mad shit, basically, at anyone they want. Whereas the bigger you get, the more you have to self-edit, I think. Or that's what people think. You know, there are people, if I'm honest, there are very few huge channels that I watch. Like Alex, Wings. I'd call you a huge channel. 400,000 is a big fucking channel, dude. Like it's a big channel.
That number is big. You're correct in like a numeral sense.
Yeah.
But my view count's small, so I'm a small channel.
It's fairly true of a lot of big channels as well, that their views they don't really correlate to how many subs they have. But yeah, so there's a couple of big people that I watch, like Jack Frags. I also watch him, but generally I don't watch bigger channel content because, let's be honest, a lot of it's like watching Saturday morning kids TV. You know, a lot of it's
exactly like that.
A lot of it's Minecraft, and a lot of it's like that, and that's not me. That's not my demographic, so I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah, I think when you're coming up, there's more passion. I think when you're like climbing the ranks, and then you kind of understand, oh, if I make this video, there's less effort, gets, you know, better views than me spending 10 hours on this one video.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, the same amount. So you kind of you don't have to, but after a while doing it over and over and over, it's like, oh, let's just take the easy way out.
It is take the easy way out. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, instead of editing like my Bean Boozled video, I'm like, you know, I could put like subtitles on this and tell them what kind of jelly bean I got, and then like have it like do wordplay. I'm like, will this get any more views? No, it won't.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I would have thought that the original draw to the video, that kind of video doesn't require that extra stuff because it's about, you know, it's about what it's about.
It's about the facial expressions of eating a sour ass fucking jelly bean.
It's about the reactions and stuff, so it doesn't need like all the editorial that some.
The only thing I wish I would did different in the video, I wish I put music on it, like a nice background track. I think that would have really elevated the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, music always sets a nice tone. That's why I do that.
I love music in like a DayZ or H1Z1 video when it like just like raising the tempo until something's about to happen, and then it gets like action music.
That's just hard as fuck to do, though.
Not really.
Yeah, you just have to get a nice track.
Is there a secret, Eddie? Did Eddie have a secret?
Well, yeah. I mean, you cut. I mean, for me, this is just what I was taught, right? So you cut what you want, how you want to cut it, the video, and then you find what's, you know, someone described it to me as the tipping point in the soundtrack. So you find the soundtrack, you find the tipping point, you cut that track, you move it to the bit where you want it to be, like where you want the crescendo to be, and then you just drag out the track and refill the timeline. So it's really quite easy. Like, it's not difficult. You edit the video first and then put the sound in. You don't do it the other way around.
So what you're saying is that you edit the video, then you find the track where you have the the peak and the climax.
Yeah.
And then you take it and you put the climax where you want it at in the video, and then you just cut it right there, and then you drag out the other track to build it up to slow it down.
Yeah. So basically, on the audio track,
do you raise it like with the volume sliders?
Sound mixing you should do as a final process anyway. So like when all your video, it's called locking picture. When you've locked your picture and you've got all the sound you want in place, the actual mix, like how low something's going to be, when it's going to build up, when the crescendo is going to hit, you have to do some keyframing there to make sure it's super sweet and nice. But the process
of keyframing.
Keyframing is say like you've got. I use Premiere, but Vegas will have this as well. So keyframing is a way, say like you've got a track at the start and a track at the end, and all the data in between is like on a line. So if you're talking about volume, it's represented by a line which is set at like 0 dB. So the track's actual volume. So what you do in keyframe is you move the timeline cursor along it, get the part you want where you want it to be quieter, and you press keyframe and it marks it there, and then you move it back or forwards and you press keyframe again. And if you want the sound to build up, then you drag the first keyframe down, so it's like a ramp. So that's what keyframing is. You're talking about
volume adjusters.
Yeah, like
it's volume adjusters in Vegas.
Yeah, it's called.
You set points on the track and then just.
Yeah, exactly. That process is called automation. So you just do that. Like it's really quite easy. But
you said crescendo.
Crescendo, sorry.
Crescendo.
Crescendo is the ultimate in League of Legends. Character name sound. Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, white boy's a nerd.
I got a video called "The Best Commentator Ever." I actually did the commentary to the beat, like it's like a background song or whatever. Like one of those epic music. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I was actually doing the commentary while listening to the beat,
Yeah.
So that's why that video came out like that. Like I started raising my voice when it was time to raise my voice and lowering my voice and stuff like that.
You see, I watched that video and thought, like, I could never make shit like this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You're a real good talker, dog. You really are.
It would take a couple of tries. I was going to ask you this one question, actually. YouTube talk, how we make our videos. I was going to ask, like, do you record, Geordie, or all of you, actually, do you record your audio in your edit program or in a separate audio program and drag the file in?
Edit program.
Vegas.
That's the edit program.
Yeah. Because I do it in something else. Obviously, mine is different because I write mine, but...
I hate that because it always means you have to line it up.
Ah.
It's like another step. It's like you got to line it up and you got to get it just right. Like even if I do a Let's Play, I'll record my voice in Vegas and I'll do like for example, the X and B on the PlayStation. I'll go 3, 2, 1 and X and B on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And that will give me a like a cut, like a director's cut.
Cut that, yeah.
And just line that up and just cut it and just boom, everything else is in sync.
I
hate doing that.
I go 3, 2, 1 and then I click the button like really loud to so I can line it up like that.
Yeah.
All right, enough fucking YouTube talk. You guys want to grow your channel.
Yeah,
we're not giving you our secrets, all right? Learn your fucking self.
Yeah. There's enough tutorials out there anyway.
They all
usually
have
by 12-year-olds, yeah.
They all have 10 views because this is a very popular topic.
All right, do we want to talk about Advanced Warfare supply drops?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my
Why
God.
not?
That's the hot topic this week.
I don't understand it. I literally don't. I don't understand why this is a controversial topic.
Okay, I'll answer that very quickly. It's controversial. I play CSGO, everybody knows this. CSGO, there's very much the same kind of dynamic, right? You actually buy keys to open the crates, and you get rare items out of the crates, whatever. But they're all purely cosmetic, okay? And there's a trade marketplace in place where you can trade items with other people. So the money that you invest is not only doesn't have an effect on your ability to be good at the game, but it also means that people can recoup costs. If they unbox a rare knife or something like that, however unlikely that is, at least that's there. People can trade the items. The problem with the Advanced Warfare ones and where Activision is going is that everybody in this call and anyone that's played Advanced Warfare for any period of time knows that the Obsidian Steed, the Insanity, and the Speakeasy, some of these weapons are just better than the standard weapons you get in the game. And although, like, if you play a fucking game to 30th Prestige, you would expect that you'd get the good guns that you want. Right, fair enough. But I'm not okay with it because it affects gameplay. If it was like the camos, like Black Ops 2 DLC camos, and some of them were really fucking rare, like you never got these camos, right? And they were a real find, I wouldn't have a problem with this. I'd have a problem with the fucking price. Like $2 for one crate, you're taking the piss? Like they should be 20 cents as far as I'm concerned. They should be dirt cheap if they're going to be like that. Anyway, that's another topic. But if they didn't affect gameplay, I wouldn't have a problem. But because they do, and because they're about guns that give you an advantage, I have a bit of a problem with it. Because it makes the game pay to win. And what happens when you make a game pay to win is that you kill your game.
But what's crazy is you don't get anything in them. Like, this is what I heard from more than one person. Like, you
watched that Fist video, right?
Fist and multiple people. You could go on Twitter. I got this already, and they do tell you. So that's their little slick way of raping you. So they tell you that you might get multiple items and stuff that you won't want, and then
I think
I would never.
Hutch unboxed, I think $420. No, $360 of supply drops, and he got like 10 Nigerian helmets and all this bullshit. My opinion on the supply drops, I like the CS:GO case openings. I almost bought CS:GO cases without playing CS:GO just to unbox them because you can sell them back, which is I think pretty cool. And I saw this guy get scammed for like a $2,000 knife on the marketplace. That was pretty bad. But other than that, it's addicting. It's basically gambling.
Yeah. Let me play devil's advocate to Eddie's point. Eddie's point that it's pay to win. I don't see it as pay to win because I look at it like a phone game. Obviously, it's not a phone game. But phone games, the idea of the paywall is so that you don't have to invest as much time in that game to get where you want to get. That is the same thing here. Like, they even remedied this. That's why they created those extra 15 prestiges where they start giving you like an elite gun at the end of each of the prestiges. Yeah. And like if you go all the way to 30th prestige, the Obsidian Steed is the reward.
No, the first one is. The first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh, the first is
the
Obsidian
Steed
Steed.
Not so much. I mean, I'm saying this as if it's like some grand controversy. It isn't massive, but it's not a good direction for COD to go down. Like, I don't think you should pay for items that perform differently. On principle, I don't think you should be able to buy items that could possibly give you an advantage over other players.
I would agree with you if it wasn't random. If they went to the thing and said $1.99, you can buy the Obsidian Steed right now. That's an advantage you can buy. But since you're buying supply crates and you can get 10 Nigerian helmets or how many fucking care packages they want to hand out to you, all you're doing is saving
risk
time
and reward thing.
Yeah.
All you're doing is saving time. And like let's look at it at this point. Battlefield 4 has been selling gold battle packs since the game came out.
Yeah, but no one buys
nobody
them.
nobody gives a fuck. It's the same thing though. It's the same thing.
It is like a shortcut for all the SMGs or something.
Yeah, there's
like
literally a Battlefield where you can pay $12 and you get the entire assault kit.
Yeah,
but that's but you're not like it's not giving.
But you're gonna get it anyway.
It's not giving you a special
it's
version
be the
of
same thing.
It's not giving you.
If you play the game long enough, you will get everything the supply crates will give you because you earn supply crates while you're playing. And all it does is save time for people that don't want to, spend hours upon hours playing the game. They want that Inferno. If they got $40 to drop, they'll do it. It doesn't affect the game. I don't see what the big hype is. Play to win is going to come into video games. It's going to happen.
Every game that it's been in has died. Every single one. Every single game.
League of Legends?
That's not pay to win. It's cosmetic. You pay for skins, not items. You can pay for champions, all right, but that's like extra characters.
You said it's in Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah, but
In
Counter-Strike,
Counter-Strike-
it's cosmetic. It doesn't, like, if I have a $200 AK skin, like, I have, like, a factory new Vulcan StatTrak AK, it doesn't make me more capable of hitting the side of a
It
fucking
just
barn
look
door. Like, if it wasn't better guns or, different statted guns, like, there is the argument that they're not quote-unquote better. They've got different stats. But I'm sorry, but the HBR
That's
Insanity...
bullshit. The Inferno is just straight better than the regular Bow.
Yeah, the Insanity is probably the best gun in the game. Like that. I don't know. I can kind of see how. Here's my remedy for COD specifically, right? To answer your counterpoint, is everything that you can get grinding in the game. But when you prestige past 15th, they tell you what elite you're going to get. My point would be that you get to choose. You get to choose one when you prestige past 15th. And that way, no one will ever have an advantage on you because you'll pick the best guns first.
I think Call of Duty did this a few years too late, because if they did this back in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, I would have bought 10,000 of these crates. I would have bought any piece of DLC. Now I haven't bought a piece of DLC since Ghost, and I think they could have did it a little bit better. I do like, they should have a marketplace for it where you can resell it. Now, you can get it quicker. I don't know if that's pay to win though. Just getting it quicker, like League of Legends, I could spend $100 to get all the champions. I could get all the rune pages, all the mastery pages, which increases your stats a little bit. But you could play, for 10 hours straight to get the same stats. So it's not like you're getting a speakeasy with like 4 more damage points. It's something that you got to get anyway. So it's like on the
I know what y'all
It's
mean.
kind of in between. Like, I'm not saying like this is some massive controversy, but the reason why I'm against it is because pay to win and this sort of pay to win model, or pay for certain items, only certain items that you want, killed a game that I loved, which was Blacklight. Now, Blacklight Retribution, for those of you who don't know, is the first.
That thing was dead. That thing was dead before.
I was gonna bring.
But it was dead because of the economic model they had, and I'm very aware that game fucking died, like, off the face of the planet. It was popular for a time, and then they brought some new items out that people would have to buy. Obviously, when you play against these, like, guns or whatever that you don't have and somebody else has paid money for, they're very clearly better than the guns that you have. It kills your game, and I don't want that to happen.
What about DLC wall guns like that? The gun that just came out.
Oh, the Ohm.
The little lasers. The AE4 Widowmaker.
Yeah, and the Ohm is the latest one, which is like an M27 with a bulldog strapped to it. It's great, right? What a great idea that was.
That's Advanced Warfare?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I'm just saying, like, what about DLC wall guns that you can't get unless you buy the DLC? Like, see, I look at those as more as pay to win than anything else.
Have they ever been any good, though?
Mean,
like, the Peacemaker in Black Ops 2, piece of shit, really. Like, it's not...
No, the one in Ghost was good.
Which one was that? The
Ripper.
Maverick. The Maverick.
The Ripper.
The Ripper.
I would say that the Vector and the Honey Badger are both better than both of those guns.
The Ripper was a beast.
But see, that's an opinion, and that's why people are using it. Like, people can use that same argument against, like, the Bow Inferno versus the regular Bow. Like, I had more luck with the Bow. It might be better because it's an opinion based.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just very... I don't think it's a good precedent
using it because,
to set.
like, there's no way to get the AE4 without buying the DLC.
Yeah.
So it is totally 100% you have to pay for this gun.
Yeah.
You can't unlock it. You can't do anything else. I look at that as more pay to win than buying supply crates that you could get if you just played.
That's true. That's true.
I think it would be pay to win if the gun was any good. And traditionally, the guns haven't been great. They've been like an extra flavor that you can try out for a bit. But they're never usually stellar guns. Like, even in Battlefield, like, the DLC unlockable, especially, like, the bolt actions. Actually, no, in the support category, what is it? The AR-160? The LMG? That's probably a pretty high-powered gun in that one. And I suppose I didn't care. It's a good point. I didn't care because I immediately bought Battlefield 4 Premium. You know, like, I was like...
yeah, you didn't care. You had the gun, but people... Like, for me, like, there's things I want. Like, there's a one-shot sniper rifle in, like, one of the future Battlefield packs I would like to have, but I can't.
The railgun.
Right, the railgun.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that. I'd like to have the AR-160. I'd like to have the threat scanner attachment. I don't
see
have
a
any
lot
of
of
these.
videos on that railgun.
It's a battle pickup though. It's not a gun you can pick. It's a map weapon.
But there's other guns like the Bulldog, the AR-160, the AWS, LMG. These things I would like to have, but I can't have them because
That's a real good gun.
Because
The
there's no
AWS.
way I can do it without giving them money for that gun.
Yeah. Well,
should
this is the
pick
era
it
we
up.
live in, dude. This is the DLC era. This will be looked at as the DLC era of gaming. Like Destiny had most of its content cut before release. Like The Dark Below, correct me if I'm wrong, but there were several raids originally to be shipped with the game, not just the first one. And the first one didn't even activate for like 2 weeks or something crazy. Like, this is the era we live in. This is how people sell games now. And that's what makes me worried about it. It's not.
And the reason they do it is because of inflation. $60 doesn't cover the cost that these games are required to make. When you, like, for example, if you put Destiny, for example, has $800 million in it.
Most of that's marketing. You know that, right?
Well, $200 million was marketing. It's the $600 million was into the actual game core development of Destiny.
That commercial
sucks.
was pretty cool, though. I like the commercial.
But with marketing's like us, white boy, when they come to us like, will you play Destiny? We'll give you some money. That's considered marketing. That's in their marketing budget.
It's also TV ads as well. You know,
TV ads and things like that. But $800 million. So you have to make the game cost more. Like, instead of making the price go up, like Call of Duty, the way they did it was like, here, buy these DLCs. Here, get the premium packs. So now their game went from $60 to $120. And then they're like, well, we'll sell you camos too. And like, I used to lap that shit up. I bought every camo Black Ops 2 had. Every one of them motherfuckers. I didn't even give a shit. I had the pink one. I had the lightning one.
Party
all of
rock, rocking the
Now-
green, the zebra print.
I
and
spent
pink.
$250 in Black Ops 2 because I bought it for 2 different consoles. I got DLC for one of the consoles.
I played Black Ops 2 on Saturday. It's a really good game. It's like it has a little connection issue.
I'm just saying, like, this DLC, like, I love DLC, and I look at it like this way: if you don't like DLC, don't buy the shit. But I love the fact that they add on to it. What I hate though is when they cut content to make it DLC.
Yeah,
Don't give
what
me
I
that shit.
really have a problem with, I know, this is not going to do me any favors with the "you're the English lefty" argument, is that I don't like it when there's DLC on the disc. And
That's what you're saying. Like, that's terrible. That's a terrible practice.
Like, that is, like, because I play Street Fighter, but I have played Street Fighter before, and all the costumes are already on the Street Fighter disc, and then they charge for, like, unlocking the DLC, and it's like 10 megabytes. It's like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's not DLC, it's on the disc. They're just selling you a patch that
I
unlocks
remember
it.
I
Bad
hate
Company
when they,
2.
I hate when they like make you think that you got to order something first to get Nuketown or Free Fall or whatever those maps are. They make you think you got to do it, and then later on they be like, now you gotta download it to play these maps. Like, I don't want to play Nuketown or Free Fall. Like,
Me either.
honestly, I don't. Like, they made that a download and made us play those maps. Like, I don't want to play those maps.
Modern Warfare
Fall,
3 has
That's
that.
why I didn't spend the extra money to get the game early.
You basically are complaining about playing Freefall, which is one of the smallest maps in Ghost. It's one of the
Free
only...
Fall is the worst.
Free Fall is the worst map
I've
in Ghost.
No
ever
fucking
seen.
way. No
Free Fall is the worst
way.
map in
Oh
Ghost.
my
No,
god!
I'm not having this.
Eddie, I don't know. I know you don't get these like scout helos and shit, but if you're on it and the thing falls, it kills your kill streaks instantly.
Yo,
Dude,
that map, you can't see anything. It's just all blue, water. Like, man,
All that
map-
shit's always falling.
Oh my!
It's confusing at first, but it's really not that.
It's a terrible map.
it's
a
not.
terrible
It's
fucking
not a
map.
terrible
It is
map.
right up there with Stormfront as one of the worst maps in Call of Duty history.
No, how dare you? How very Stormfront is the worst COD map of all
No, it
time.
isn't. No,
No,
CeeLo TDM is the worst COD map of all time.
6v6. Oh.
CeeLo
They're so
TDM
good.
is the worst map of all
Yeah.
fucking time.
Okay, let's talk about no. Black Ops 2. Let's talk about
Sub-base
terrible
domination is fucking terrible too.
terrible COD maps, okay, and modes. Aftermath 6v6 TDM on Black Ops 2. That is fucking terrible.
That is by no means CeeLo.
What's
Aftermath is like Downturn's retarded cousin from the West.
Oh yeah, Aftermath, Downturn.
Any map that has like a city after an earthquake, Chasm, fuck all those.
Yeah,
maps.
yeah. Yo,
No Chasm.
isn't that crazy? Yo, we got to pick one map each, or we can agree on the same map. We got to pick one map from each COD starting at 4. The worst ones, though. Not the best, the worst.
COD 4.
COD
And each
4,
one-
I honestly can't think of.
A bad map.
Worst Call of Duty 4
That
map.
boat map.
Probably
Yeah, it's shipment. Not shipment. No.
Wet
Wet
work.
work.
What? Yeah.
Too many
Map
grenades.
at Call of Duty.
It was fun on
It's-
Search and Destroy. You could like snipe across and get like collateral headshots right away.
Look, you love highlights, like
Dude, that shit gets like engraved in me. Like,
Wet work was
Wet
bad.
work is the worst map. at
Okay,
Call
so
of
that's COD 4 done. Okay, World at War. You'll have to vote for me here because I didn't play that game. Really.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
I like CeeLo in a lot of the game modes, so I can't vote it the worst map. But
Round Ball
CeeLo
was a lot of fun.
TDM is terrible, but it's not the worst
played
map.
on that map, but I
The worst map on the game is Corrosion. That's my pick. Corrosion. DLC 2, the one with the train cart.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I really liked. Oh, we're talking about bad maps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say CeeLo. They had so many good maps, like Upheaval. Okay,
CeeLo was fun on like Domination because he used half of it, and like Search and Destroy used the other half. And like it was fun to have those tank battles. Like War, it was fun on, but TDM on CeeLo sucked.
I don't know how many people played World at War. We should play, me and you, Wings, and anybody else, if they have PlayStation 3 World at War. I know you want me to play some
I got
Battlefield 4 with you. How about like we do World at War together, and I'll do some Battlefield 4 with you, and I think that might be fun.
Should we limit it to the base game though? Like World at War?
What do you mean?
Like, because I picked a DLC map. I'm like, well, not everybody's experienced the DLC maps. So they might not agree with me. So
Yeah, I got
the
base.
worst maps should be base game.
yeah,
Yeah,
base.
Yeah, base.
I was gonna say that too.
Let's
That
see.
makes
Because like the DLC for Map Pack 2 and World at War was terrible. The whole motherfucker was terrible.
World at War had really big maps, right? That was
Some of them.
Yeah.
The small maps are really good.
World at War had a bunch of fucking awesome maps though. Wow. Like every map I thought I like, fuck yeah, let's play this.
They had flow.
Like
All the maps
had
What map
flow
did
back
they
in the day.
remake that was in Black Ops 1 that was like a golf course?
Cliffside.
Cliffside. Yeah.
Yeah.
That map that was a remake. Was that in the base game or was it DLC?
That was base game.
DLC.
The Cliffside was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was based in World at War, but it was.
That's why they brought it back. Is one of everybody's favorites.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I
They had
really liked
flow.
it in Black Ops 1. I thought it was a great map. Especially Search. It was great on Search.
Modern
Okay,
Warf-
so
What
should we
about
go to Modern Warfare 2?
Warfare 2?
Terrible maps.
I
'Cause-
got 2.
We never picked World at Wars.
All right, okay, go
Okay,
World at
go
War.
ahead.
Go World at War.
I'm thinking, like, what do you think, Jive?
I don't have much experience in World at War. I know that map with the tank in it was terrible. I didn't like it.
I'm gonna go without in the base game. I'm gonna go with Outskirts. Outskirts was the worst map.
Really?
The one with the one with the church tower. It just had no flow. Everybody got up into the fucking church tower. That map pretty much broke down to hiding from the tanks in the church or like.
I
the
think
little,
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
played that.
about.
That's terrible.
That's the worst map. I mean, like I like the tank maps. I like the tanks, but that map just had no flow to it.
No, if
Outskirts.
you were on the Russian side, you could rush by the church and get a triple looking down the
You
Oh,
bridge.
can't. You can't like
Another
base your whole
highlight.
map on a highlight.
Oh, it's so good. I was a sniper back in the day. All right.
Modern Warfare
All right.
2. I'm trying to think.
Modern
Derail.
Warfare
It's got to
2,
be Derail.
I got
I like
Derail was one, but Rust was.
Rust. Yeah, Rust was the worst. map.
Rust
Is Rust the really small one?
No. Rust was the really small one. I'm gonna. God, what's the name of it? It's the one with the underpass, and it's raining and it's dark.
Overpass.
Yeah, it's called Overpass.
Overpass.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
bad.
that one.
That was the worst one.
Did you
that's
guys hear
bad.
about the petition? People are trying to sign a remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for next gen.
That's
I
just
don't
fucking-
think that's
I don't
gonna.
want that game.
Yeah.
Fuck your petitions.
Yeah,
They're not fucking listening to your
They're
petition.
not gonna
all
listen.
right?
I
They
would
petitioned to-
participate, but they're not gonna listen.
They said they had 10,000 million fucking signatures on patching the noob tubes. They didn't do shit for that. They're not gonna listen to your fucking petition. I hate.
I don't know why people fucking like Cinderella nostalgia Modern Warfare 2. It was a terrible Call of Duty.
Because
it was.
I'll tell you why.
You
I'll tell
are
you why they
crazy.
do that. Is because it has, without question, it has the most glaring, obvious flaws to any COD game that's ever come out. Right? Commando, one-man army, noob tubes. So much.
Let's not even look about the fucking flaws in the game. Let's look at the game itself. Care package glitch, javelin glitch. The first 6 months of the game was unplayable on Xbox. One-man army noob tubes. Multiple guns that didn't work like they're supposed to. The foul red dot not centered. The Raffica red dot not centered. The Walther 2000 sniper scope not centered. The M9 silencer doesn't work. The M93 Raffica silencer doesn't work. This on a fucking AAA game that sold the most of any game of its time.
But Harrier's ready for deployment. And that's
The
why.
best kill
I'll tell you
streaks.
exactly why. Yeah, it's got the gunplay is great, right? When it's actually gun, you versus another person, it's great, right? If you
I'm gonna change my name.
if
Karachi's the worst map.
that's Modern Warfare 2.
Two. That's two.
Two. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
I think Overpass is worse than Karachi.
yeah, so great gunplay, fun maps. The most people playing a COD in recent memory, like the most people online playing it. And really, for me, until it really descended into one-man army danger close noob tubes, a lot of fun. I had the most fun playing that game than I have any other COD, and that's why people rose tint it. Like I said, it's got the most glaring problems with it, but most of those, like after the fact, we found out were because basically Activision fucked over Vince Zampella and all the head guys at Infinity Ward. So they all fucking packed their bags and went, fuck you, see you later. And that's why the game wasn't patched and wasn't fixed. So
I think Modern Warfare 2, when it went good, it was awesome. When it was bad, it was horrible. But it's so fun running around. Did you guys ever just knife only on a big... If you get a few stab streaks, that's amazing. The kill streaks are...
It's a fun game, man.
The maps look
the
good.
voice acting, being obviously English, like there's nothing better than hearing Gaz's voice or Ghost being like, UAV recon ready for deployment. Like all that stuff. Like that.
You sound just like him.
Yeah, no, I've practiced my Gaz voice.
Yo, my guy was enemy AC-130.
Yeah, the
Oh
Russian
my
guy.
God.
I
Oh
didn't
my
do that one too
God.
often. I was usually in the AC-130.
Yeah.
World at War had the best voice.
World at
acts.
War had the best voices. Though.
The German guy went fucking nuts. Like, Hitler's gonna fuck you up. I don't know. He had so many.
I always loved like it was a Keith Sutherland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, Tojo and the dojo. It's like Japanese in the administration building.
Yeah, they had
Black
call-ups.
Ops 2 voice acting fucking sucks. I'm
Yeah, it
sorry.
really sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It really
Team
sucks.
Deathmatch. Let's go get him. I'm like, oh my
Fucking little-
God.
Strap
Paycheck
up,
is good,
get ready to
boys.
get paid or something.
Show him your worth. I'm like, aren't you supposed to pump us up to want to play?
Yeah,
Oh.
terrible. Okay, so Black Ops 1, worst map. Black Ops 1,
Yeah.
worst map.
The snow map. The snow map with
There's
the
so many
satellite.
though. Are you talking Summit or are you
Oh, he's-
talking...
he-
No,
he's
no,
talking
no, no,
about
no,
Array.
no.
He's talking
You're talking about Array.
Array, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
Havana. I'm going with Havana.
Oh, Havana's fun, man.
Havana, the Z map.
It was bad if you got
Had good
smart
flow,
graphics.
but the chopper gun, if you go in the wrong angle, like you fucked.
No, what's the one that's one half is on a beach and then there's a cave that goes into a side cave?
Crisis.
Crisis. Fuck Crisis. And the
I like
stupid
Crisis.
tower at
Crisis.
the back. Why the fuck is that there? Only to have some peasant be stuck up there with fucking claymore and a sniper.
Why is it there? Like,
Why is
like,
it there? For pure annoyance.
Oh, you could
Like-
tomahawk those people easy. I got so many
Yeah, you
clips.
could,
Let
but
me
they
tell
kill
about
you
a clip.
first.
Back in 2010, it was It was no, I'm just playing. I got I got a few nice tomahawks on those.
Crisis was designed for people to spawn camp.
Yeah.
That map, like, cause the beach had like a sandbag area that you couldn't shoot through as an overwatch for that damn beach. Like, this is designed for us to do this.
Yeah,
take turns using the chopper gun.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3, worst map. And I know you hate Modern Warfare 3's map, so this is going to be a tough choice for you, Julie.
Gotta be Downturn. It's impossible not to pick Downturn.
It has to be the Downturn or Village.
Oh, what? I love Village.
Village is
all in Maripa. What?
Village has had such terrible flow, and when you actually did get a kill streak, every motherfucker would be in that cave section.
Village? Oh my god, that's one of my favorite maps.
I got a lot of Moabs on Village. I don't know. What's the what map do I really? I'm not a huge fan of Arcaden. I've got to be, or Arcaden, the shopping center one.
I hate Arcaden too.
I hated that map. Everybody loved it, but I don't think it's the worst.
Everyone raves about it. They say they love it, but really, all that ever happened is that either you'd be on a team where everyone was watching the door or the escalator, or you'd be playing against a full party that was just watching the door or the escalator, and that's really it. There was no dynamics to that map whatsoever.
No.
I hated you couldn't use any kill streaks on that map.
I was about to say, call a fucking Reaper on that map. Oh my god, you want to break your controller.
That's the map with the pictures of the women in like a shopping center.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was
another terrible map when that was Outpost though.
Yeah, is that
Outpost was bad, but
is that the snow one?
It. Yeah,
that's the snow one that you can't see on.
Yeah, I wanted to call it Subbase.
Mountain.
I wanted to call it Subbase, but Subbase is from Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, I hate that map too. Downturn. We got to vote Downturn as the worst though.
Downturn got it.
Okay.
It's like impossible not to vote Downturn.
Okay, Black Ops 2.
Aftermath.
Are you sure it's not worse than Turbine? Because Turbine's pretty fucking bad.
Turbine at least has your sniper and long distance gameplay. Aftermath. I'll play a Turbine.
Ain't Drone on
Drone's terrible.
Drone is terrible. That's why they remade it for Advanced Warfare.
What's Aftermath? What the?
Drone
Aftermath was a Downturn West Coast cousin.
Oh god, Black Ops. You got Drone, Aftermath, and the and Turbine. Wow.
Yeah, terrible maps.
And that's their biggest maps, right?
I didn't like the Nuketown in Black Ops 2 either.
It didn't play right. Maps hardly ever do when you move them to a different game.
Yo.
I think they make it with the kill streaks. That's why they have the Black Ops 1 Nuketown, they had the kill streaks in mind for that game, and then it's kind of difficult in Black Ops 2 because they're just so much more powerful.
But what's weird is Modern Warfare 3, the airplanes, what is it
Terminal.
called? Terminal is bad. And
it always was
the
bad.
Same kill streak.
It always was bad.
Terminal in Modern Warfare 2 was great. I thought it was.
I don't think it's a great map.
Flowed and everything, and
I think having
didn't flow the same.
Any map that has the bit at the back of the plane, right, where people can just be in complete darkness with a Barrett is not a good idea, and especially if the ladder walks up in front of them. Like if it was behind them, fair enough, but it's in front of them. It's terrible.
That was dumb. Like, why would they do that? Like, you got to check that. Because
it's like a real plane. That's how a real plane would be. So I think that's why.
Did you guys like
Hijacked? They can have a door there closed.
Hijacked. I did like No, I did. I did quite enjoy it. For some reason, the walls in Hijacked are all paper thin, even though they're like 3 feet thick. Have you noticed that? Like, you can get shot through anything on that map.
That's pretty much Black Ops 2 in general.
Oh, yeah. Everything was like...
Oh, is it worse than Carrier, though? Is Aftermath worse than Carrier?
Carrier's a fucking good-ass map.
Carrier's
I like
bad.
Carrier.
Carrier was a bad map when you didn't learn the cover system in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
well, there's that little drop down, isn't there?
Then when I learned it, it was good.
I think it's safe to say any boat map in Call of Duty fucking sucks. I don't like the boat maps. They need to get rid of that. Any boats, any planes, they need to
What's the nightclub stage called?
Plaza, I think.
Plaza
was a bitch.
I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, Plaza. I'm looking at it.
Bless you, Wings.
Plaza
saw that.
Plaza was a motherfucker if you had people turtling.
Yeah. That
I
central
remember
B room is bad.
I used to play League Play TDM, and we'd have like 6 people, and we would all turtle with LMGs and riot shields in the nightclub.
Yeah.
So there'd be like 2 guys at each entrance with a riot shield and a light machine gun, and force people to go into that area.
Oh,
It would
that's
just
what you call it? I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Turtling.
Well, people call it worm scorping, but I was doing that well before the worm even came out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
called
trust
turtling.
me, I know.
Yeah,
It's called turtling.
Yeah.
Turtling comes from like StarCraft, where a Terran player would turtle behind supply depots and siege tanks and bunkers,
Yeah.
like
They use
going
it-
into a protective shell.
Yeah, they use it in fighting games as well. When someone plays quote unquote lame, which means that they make the opponent come to them. That's called turtling.
Right, you play defensive,
Yeah.
turtling.
Okay, so Black Ops 2. What did we go with Aftermath?
I said Aftermath, but then y'all said drone and turbine. And Black Boy
I'll
said
go with
same thing.
Aftermath. I'll go with Aftermath.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aftermath. I agree.
Okay, so Ghosts. Now here's the real controversy.
Oh, God.
Should we instead, with Ghosts, name a good map?
I liked a lot of the Ghost maps.
Me too. I like the couple of the
Stonehaven? Are you
Ghost
fucking
maps.
kidding me?
Stonehaven was my
Oh.
favorite, actually.
Oh my god.
Well, I hated Stonehaven.
It's terrible.
You still learned it.
I like the one with Gena's. I don't know none of the names.
I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Octane?
Warhawk.
I'm gonna go either Freefall or Chasm.
Chasm is fucking terrible.
Chasm is one of the worst maps in Call of Duty history.
I'm
Have
going
you
with
have you ever
Freefall.
been right to the very bottom of Chasm in the train
Why is
depot?
it there?
I
like-
learned the other day there's a sewer system in that motherfucking
Yeah,
map.
yeah. The places that
didn't
no
know
one's
that.
ever been. It's like an episode of Star Trek going where no man has boldly going where no man has gone before. I'm like, what? There's a bit right at the back by the train that you can jump up on. There's a head glitch at the back by the train on the bottom level of Chasm.
I was watching
Why?
a Sakit video on Chasm, and he went to a bus into like a diner.
Yeah.
I never knew that bus was fucking there. Like, I never turned around in that diner and seen that you could go into the bus.
That
Oh.
map sucked for infected. Everybody was hiding
In the donut shop.
Yeah.
Every single spot you're talking about, people were hiding. They were prone and infected, and it was just a game of hide and seek, pretty
Chasm
much.
is so bad. I don't know if I hate Chasm more than Overpass. I hate Overpass more because it's a map that I would stay in and play.
What,
Whereas if it was
Stormfront?
Chasm, I'd just back out.
Overpass?
Not Overpass,
Stormfront?
Stormfront. Sorry, I always get the two confused.
Here's the
Stormfront
thing.
is
Stormfront
terrible.
dumb too.
Stormfront is a terrible map. I'm gonna give you that. But the cool thing about Stormfront is how dynamic it was. Like, it had a really good atmosphere, and as the match went on, it rained harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
One map that I used to like that I now don't is Prison Break. Prison Break is terrible.
I'm good at that map.
It's easy. I mean, perhaps this tells you why I don't like it. It's easier for defensive players to play, especially with a ghillie suit. It's very difficult to see people in that game. That was my problem with that game in general.
Thermal, thermal.
Yeah, but
Like, why would I want to use thermal though? Like,
Because that shit's the fucking bee's knees.
just give me specialist and all perks and a submachine gun. Like, I don't care.
There's your problem. That's why you didn't like Ghost.
No, I said this on LagComp the other day. I was like, even though, like, I say I don't like it, I played it so much that I guess I kind of have to admit that there was something I liked about it. And there was. The hit reg is really good. But anyway, let's not get into
and with all that being said, I still think Freefall is the worst map.
How about
No
Siege?
way.
How about Siege?
Oh no, Siege
was like a snooze
wins.
fest.
Siege wins.
Siege.
As
Like,
far as
everybody
I'm
forgot
concerned,
about it
Siege
because
wins.
Nobody played this shit.
Freefall, man.
No, Siege, dude. Nobody played that shit. That's how little.
Yeah.
I forgot
Siege
that was a
wins.
map at some point.
Like when you said it, I was like, how can I not have said that's the worst map ever in any Call of Duty? Because it is. But I would just never play it. I just instant
It's
back
fucking
out.
gigantic, though. It is. It's fucking huge. It's like CeeLo. It's like
Yeah.
I don't understand that map even to this day.
No, there's parts of it at the back. I did this in a video. There's parts of it at the back, right at the very back of the map, where there's like little houses with head glitches right at the back, and I'm like,
Can I say something?
yeah, go.
Listen, White Boy just linked the Ghost maps. Pull them up and let's go good or not good. Like, we're going to start from the top. I just scrolled down and I'm like, wow, it's a lot of bad maps on this game.
I'm getting frustrated looking at this list. It's just getting me pissed off because
Yeah, just start from the top, Prison Break, and then go down.
I like
a lot
Prison
of
Break.
I played a lot of Infected, and there's so many camping little hiding spots where people could be at. And if you look at while we're scrolling down, look at the overview, like the mini map perspective.
Yeah.
These maps would be so good in Advanced Warfare. Like there's so many places you can jump and like on Prison Break they have that hill. If you could jump up that hill,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Anyways, okay, Prison Break, yay or nay?
Prison Break's a good map.
I'll put that as good.
Okay, I'll say not bad. It's not bad. Okay, Octane, good map.
Good map.
Good.
It's a good map. Octane's a good map.
Tremor, good map.
Terrible map.
No, good. Good.
No,
I think it's good till it starts shaking. To be honest, like,
Yeah, no, true.
Get dizzy and like,
That didn't need to be in it.
Pre-shake, it's good.
I don't like Tremor because it shakes. 2, it's terrible for kill streaks. 3, it's almost all interior fighting, and 4 to me, it's rooftop warfare.
It's still better than 90% of the maps. Freight, good map.
Freight is a good map. Whiteout's a good map.
Whiteout is a big map that I don't actually mind playing. So
Whiteout's the best looking map on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, Whiteout's alright.
Right, Stormfront, terrible.
Bad.
Stormfront is a terrible map.
Siege,
bad.
unmentionably terrible.
Worst map in Call of Duty history.
Should be in World at War, probably.
Yeah.
No, this map, World at War had good maps. This is terrible.
Like, look at the overview. It's like
it's so crazy.
There's like a fucking
Clusterfuck.
playground. Like, look at the right side of Siege. There's like 2 L's that just hang outside the map that go around the corner for no
Like, why
fucking
is it
reason.
there?
It's like
what
little
you
feet.
What you gonna be back there taking a dookie or something? Like, why is that there? Those little parts that nobody goes to.
Well, Infected, everybody would, like, a 10-man team could hold that down for, like, ever in Infected.
Warhawk, good.
I hated fucking Warhawk.
Whoa,
Really good.
Warhawk is good.
Good
Warhawk is too much camping. This is for me. Warhawk is too much camping.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Because Warhawk is a straight line map. That's what you call a straight line map. And people camped up in Antique, and they camped up into the little cookie shop, or they camp in Medicine, and they shoot across the gate. And like everything was in a straight line. You either were getting a camper out of one of these buildings, or you're getting shot by a camper from in these buildings. And it just did not flow right. You can never put your kill streaks together properly.
But you can flank.
Yeah.
You
That's
flank
why I
on
like
this
it. It's very good for flanking, that map.
Play me in this motherfucking map. You'll hate it.
Dude, I've played serious like 2 IEDs, danger close, sit top genius, thermal LMG guys. I've played against serious committed statues, okay? And I still prefer that map to playing those people on fucking whatever it is, fucking the Shire, whatever that map's fucking
the
called.
next map is fucking terrible map. One of my
Sovereign.
least favorites.
Yeah, I don't like that map.
I fucking hate Sovereign.
Sovereign, I don't think is a bad map, but I play terribly on it. I think it's one of those.
I don't think I've
But
ever
it's
had a
bad.
game on it.
Oh, yo. What the fuck is that smoke supposed to do? Does it kill it? What? I never figured it out.
It's supposed to be for rushers.
What does it do? All it does is make us blind and them blind.
It kills everybody underground too.
But we're all blind. Like, what's the point?
Like,
Shotguns
how
and
does
submachine guns
how-
supposed
how-
to have the advantage?
how does it work though? Like, is that like if you think about the map itself, is that some kind of fail-safe, like fire system? If like the plant is on fire, that they put the smoke out. Like, why is it in the map?
In the story, that Sovereign is a place where the evil South American empire is building their equivalent of the satellites that shoot rails at people and destroy cities. And I think it's a failsafe that if they're invaded, it kills everybody in there.
You know what it could have been
From the
cool with
story.
Sovereign? When I first played Sovereign, I thought it was in space and you couldn't like have attack helicopters and shit. I thought it was much cooler than when I realized it was just in a fucking weapons plant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like the silo of ghosts. It's pretty bad. Overlord.
Overlord's fucking terrible.
Okay. I think Overlord's okay.
I like Overlord.
I liked it a lot. I think they should have played it in competitive. Like
Overlord's bigger than fucking Stonehaven.
I was going to say, it's a little bit bigger, but there's more buildings. There's less...
Yeah, it's more it's like more condensed.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's a shade too big. Like, it takes too long to get from one side of the map to the other. but it's by certainly no means the worst
It
map.
doesn't play as big as it is.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a lot
It
of
plays smaller.
couple choke points.
Okay, so we're
Like
saying good for that.
Y'all
Stonehaven.
got Stonehaven's a wonderful map.
I liked it. I think it was fun for search and destroy. The respawn game type's not so much. I think
I
it's a good map.
love raping people with the chopper gunner.
The Lannister map. I thought I say it's okay.
Okay,
You know what
well,
would be cooler with Stonehaven? If the satellite crashed midway through the match.
yeah, that would have been cooler.
I think the line of sight it's too many lines of sight, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's just the one vote of boiling hatred from me then for Stonehaven. Chasm, terrible. We all say terrible,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
terrible map.
It's easy.
Like,
Flooded
even-
sucks too.
I see
Flooded does
Flooded's
suck
kind of
as well.
small though. I kind of liked
It
Flooded.
sucks. You can't even
The strike
see,
zone's
like,
terrible.
No,
Flooded
Strike
is
Zone's
enough-
good.
Flooded is one of those maps where like it's a broken down city. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that map.
Yo, who am I the only one when the game first came out fell in water and died? Like I
No,
was like,
I died.
I'm rushing, I'm running through the middle and shit. I'm like, yeah, come on, Modern War,
I
Call of
guess-
Duty Ghosts. I fall in there and drowned.
Oh, motherfucker. Let me tell you a secret. I didn't realize you could go in the water until like 9 months into the game.
Damn.
Because it was flooded. The best camping spot is the one you spawn in. Like I always was on the go side because I always ran in a full party, and you spawn on like a mound, and you
Yeah.
look to the right. There's like a raj,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
and
what
you
you're
look to the
talking-
left, and like there's like the building, and you can see the B flag, and there's two boxes that are just right there, neck
Right
high.
there,
It's like,
yup.
yeah, it's like this is the spot. I don't need to move. So it took me
Yeah.
a long time to discover what was on the flooded map.
I liked Flooded just because you could run a circuit of it quite quickly. So, I mean,
So you could get shot by wings while you're running through the building.
nah, I could chem strike
think
that.
it
That's
sucks.
fine. Like, I chem strike that map quite a lot. Strike Zone, good map, but I suppose I'm the only one that's going to say that.
I hate Strike Zone.
I think it's just too cluttered. There's
I like
too
Zone.
much shit on that, man.
Strike Zone's a team camp map. You got to team camp the bar.
I liked it. It was just fast paced, and it was a nice
Yeah.
change of pace to Ghost being pretty slow.
I'll go with it's an okay map though, but
Okay.
I just thought it was too
It-
cluttered.
Strike Zone, it was a Dome remake.
Yeah. It plays better than Dome, though. Dome, I don't think, plays well at all. From Modern
I'm not
Warfare 3.
even
It's one of my
gonna-
least
I'm not-
favourite maps. I know that's highly controversial, but I don't actually like Dome. But I prefer that.
I like Dome.
I'm looking at Free Fall's like overview, and it's just so stupid.
It's
Just
Nuketown.
dumb.
It's Nuketown.
It does kind of look like Nuketown now that you
It's a
say it, yeah.
Nuketown map.
I liked
Just like
it.
Hijack. Hijack is a Nuketown map as well. It's
Yo,
two buildings facing each
Free
other.
Fall looked exactly like Nuketown from the overview. Like the two houses, the backyards, and the
Yeah, it's
But you
exactly
can't
the
shoot.
same.
side.
Can't really shoot between the two houses though. Well, on Nuketown you can. Not
There's
on,
walls. Yeah, right.
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so I
That
think
map is horrible though. Like,
Is
Advanced
anyone-
Nuketown
Warfare.
better than that.
was
Advanced
anybody
Warfare.
keeping track? Like, do we have?
We don't
more-
give a fuck. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Advanced Warfare. All the maps suck dick.
No, Detroit's okay. Detroit's a good map.
Yeah, I think-
Biolab's a good map.
Biolab is not a good map.
It's fun
Biolab is
to
the
play.
one that them things blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
That
it.
map sucked.
The
was
worst
really
map
good
in
for
Advanced
snipers.
Warfare is Green Band. That is a terrible map. Even for Advanced Warfare, it's a terrible map.
I hate Ascend, dude. Oh my lord, I hate
Which one's a set? Oh, it's the
the rainy dark one.
yeah the drone of Advanced Warfare. It's like all metallic roads and shit, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I hate.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not a
Ascent
great
was
map.
Really bad for me. I could never do anything on that
Ascend
map.
is
I
a
don't know why.
terrible fucking map.
People say Instinct's terrible, but I don't mind it.
Love Instinct. I love it. That's my map. That's my jam.
I like Green Band.
Which one is the one with the tsunami?
That's
Uh,
Defender.
Defender. That's not a great map.
That's not a great map at all.
I thought that. What's Instinct then?
That's the one in the jungle
Yeah, the jungle with the
Oh,
the building in the middle with the steps
big
down.
old excavator, like doo doo doo.
You like that map?
It
Love
play-
that map.
It plays kind of different now than when it did when the game first came out.
Oh well, I didn't play the game in a long time, so
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna say anything.
You know
nice.
what I noticed? All the people that like to rush hate the maps that have long lines of sight, and I love them.
I like
I love
Instinct, and I rush all the time, but it's different on PC. It's hard to have the conversation because the game plays so differently.
Yeah, you couldn't rush on Instinct. Instinct is a camper's map.
Instinct sucks.
What about Comeback with the Land Walkers?
Fucking hate Comeback.
Comeback's a good map.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
I think it's one of my favorite maps.
One too many levels, though. I think, and I think this is true. This is true of Advanced Warfare in general and COD maps. Actually, it's
Hold
like
on, let me pull these maps
floor.
up.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. Floor and one story window, fine. Anything more than that, 3-story, 4-story, 4 levels, chasm, 5 levels, you're getting to shit map territory very, very quickly. But if you're like floor, one window, that's fine.
Isn't Instinct kind of like that? It's kind of it's like one level, but it's just going up gradually, kind of.
It's more than one level, but that's you can see all of it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Comeback was okay.
So it's like a corridor.
Reminds me of Favela a little bit. No,
Yeah.
Favela. That'd be so fun to play, like the Modern Warfare 2 Favela.
I love Favela. Favela would go with Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it would.
Solar, I like Solar. I like maps that the B flag's stupid hard to get. Like it's almost impossible.
You must love Subbase, and in my opinion, that's the hardest B flag in Call of Duty history.
Subbase is a lot of fun.
Drone
It's
B flag
satisfying.
is really hard. Drone
Drone
B
is
flag.
that-
Subbase's B flag was fucking dumb.
Drone I
Subbase
think's
was
harder. Drone I think's
No,
harder.
Subbase is harder. Let me, because
But
drone
you
at
can
least
see
had
the
that
B
fucking
flag
truck.
from both spawns on drone.
But you had a truck. You had 2 trucks there that you could hide behind. The Subbase literally was out in the middle of nowhere.
just out of
you had to
nowhere.
be in the open, no cover, out in the open
You had
for
a
a
little-
map that went like this.
There was a little cover. They had those little boxes for. You had cover from. The
You also
C
got
flag.
you also got to take this into account. One man army noob tubes was in that game.
Yeah,
True.
that's true. Yeah. All flags then must have been terrible on Modern Warfare.
But Subbase was the worst. It was the hardest to get flag in Call of Duty history.
Havana B flag was like that. What's that map on
Yep,
Black Ops?
Havana was
On
bad.
Black Ops 1, other than Havana, what's the one? Is it called Grid? It's got
Grid,
like
yep.
it's got like an electrical power plant in one corner and a silo or a
Yeah.
garage in one. That B
And then
flag
you
was
could
hard.
open
But that map was good, and it had like snowy
I
area at
love
the end.
that map.
Yeah, it's
That was
great,
one of my favorite
I
maps.
lost my 500 game win streak on that map.
Okay.
and therefore terrible.
Grid?
I'm just saying, like that's a terrible map. Like if you go against a strong team and you lose that B flag, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah,
There's a few spots. I love maps where you can capture the flag by being like in a wall.
Sneaky.
On the, like in COD 4 had that on. They remade it for Modern Warfare 2. I forgot the map. There was like some
Overgrown?
sandbags. No, sandbags in the middle and a statue. Who cares? District, I think.
That was Showdown.
Showdown. Yeah. That was good.
Showdown.
I'm too much of a fucking COD nerd. I could just name these maps like this.
Yeah, I can't. The Advanced War, I had to pull up a cheat sheet.
The old CODs are so fun. I've been doing it every Saturday for stream, and it's a lot of fun. Like
We should
Going back.
hit the
Yeah,
other topics
Because
up
you're on foot.
because we were like an hour or so in now.
okay. Can I just have a passing shot?
Let's finish the Advanced Warfare though.
Okay, so
Okay.
should we go
Cover-
through 'em? Ascend, we all say bad, right?
Terrible map.
Biolab, it's fun to play.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it sucks.
I think the word "fun to play" doesn't belong in Advanced Warfare, but
Okay. Comeback, you hate, Geordie. I
Favorite.
like.
I like Comeback.
it's the only game I ever see on PC. When people upload PC gameplay, it's always on Comeback.
I've had a
I
lot.
like Comeback.
Defender, bad.
Terrorist, terrible.
I like how it played.
Detroit, good.
Detroit's a good
Yeah.
map.
Good.
Detroit good.
Green Band, fucking terrible. Worst map in the game.
Green Band sucks.
Best
Green Bay,
map.
terrible map.
Top 3 map. COD.
Horizon. Oh god, that's a bad map. Oh,
Right? Yeah, Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those maps I forget because I'll never play. I will leave the game if that gets voted.
It'd be people like all the way like
yeah, right at the
then-
top. Right at the top. Yeah,
fucking-
yeah, I've seen that.
And then they had a fucking wall glitch. It's like, oh, so a terrible map got worse.
But the wall glitch wasn't. The wall glitch was away from anywhere. It was like.
It was next to the B flag.
Man,
You
the
could shoot
fucking
people
shit
Yeah,
with
but
the
once
B
you got in,
flag.
you couldn't get out. Like, I don't know. It was a fairly harmless one for me. Like, who goes in that room anyway? I don't.
I do.
Fair enough. I might use it to reload quick or something. But anyway, Instinct. I like Instinct.
I like Instinct too.
I don't. I
It's
think
good.
that
I
sucks.
like it. I like it. It's okay.
Instinct sucks.
Recovery.
I like recovery.
Recovery
Recovery's
is interesting because it changes halfway through. And I
First
think-
half good, second half bad.
Yeah,
for me.
second half isn't great, but I like the
I
fact
like
that it
it.
changes.
Yo, it's weird. I really like this map. I really like.
I hate when
Something about
I hate,
it.
it takes too long to change the spawns. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the alarm goes off, it should switch you to the other map. But you'll get killed like at the last second and spawn on the other side of the map, and now you have to run over and get another death because you can't physically make it to the other map.
What, before the rocks come in?
Right.
Usually, when I get killed, they spawn me in the other side.
Yeah.
I never got spawned like where I had to like outrun the
Retreat.
the map.
It's not my favorite, but it's not.
I like it.
It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
bad.
think it's terrible. I think
Yeah, it's not a terrible map.
You can't use akimbo weapons at all. Anything
No.
in close combat does not work.
Riot-
I think XCal would disagree with you.
Yeah. Riot.
Riot's a okay map.
It's a rooftop map. That height
Yeah,
is
I think it
height
sucks.
is
There's
at
too
a
much
premium
roof.
on that.
I don't
map.
think I've ever been inside Riot's prison area.
I didn't used to like Riot, but now I kind of know how to play it. I think it's okay.
I think it sucks.
Solar.
I use-
Love it.
Hate it.
Yeah, Solar's one of the better maps though.
Terrace. Terrible.
Worst
Terrible.
map.
Terrace.
Terrible.
Terrible.
How many
Yeah,
layers
Terrace
do
is
you need,
stupid.
Sledgehammer? There's like 7. Like, it's the worst.
And it's small.
Yeah, it's
It's
small
terrible.
and a million. And Gorge,
Like,
I've never fucking played.
You
I
can like jump down like 4 layers with one boost.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's so
What's
What's
stupid.
Atlas?
I hate the fact it's so open you get shot from everywhere and a map that can speed.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlas is a bonus. Maybe I never had that.
I don't have that map. I've
That's
never played it.
Pipeline from
Yeah, it's
Pipeline.
Pipeline.
That's for the scrubs that buy the game with pre-orders. Don't pre-order your games, people. They're not going to run out.
They used to back in the day. Like I had to wait.
When
for
we
Grand
were
Theft Auto-
kids?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3. I think I had to wait like 2 weeks to get it. But
I
not
look at it.
anymore.
I look at it this way.
They ran
Oh,
out
you
of
don't-
Modern Warfare 2s.
I remember a guy try. I would. It's actually a Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I walked in. I go, I need a Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Like, you pre-order? I'm like, nope. I don't think we have a copy of them. And I go, all right. I'm going to Walmart. And he goes, oh, I got one right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, literally, like Walmart's right there. I don't give a shit.
Right?
That's
With
the
the
thing.
GameStop?
That's trying to
How
call
can
your
you
blood.
sell?
What the
How can
GameStop-
you sell out when there's digital distribution anyway? Like it doesn't make any
True.
sense.
True.
I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, this guy was just an asshole. I talked to him all the time, and every time I'd buy something, he goes, "Would you like to pre-order something?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, motherfucker! I don't want to ever pre-order anything. I don't want your stupid card. I don't want to pre-order. If I wanted these things, I would ask for them. You see this thing I put in front of you? This is what I want to buy." Like, I can't stand when people try to upsell me anything.
But are you sure you don't want to buy the insurance plan?
I don't
Yeah.
want your fucking insurance plan. You
It's
know
only
what?
$3.
I might put this game in a toaster.
Yeah, I hate that insurance. The
As I did with Ghosts.
Would you like to buy the premium insurance or would you like to buy the 3-month insurance? You'd be like, just give me
I
the
wonder how much
game.
money people make on just.
Let's think about this. Like, would you like to buy the insurance? Sure. Give me a digital download copy of the game as well. That way, it never will stop working.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's real insurance.
That is real insurance. Like, I can download it off the PSN store as well.
But that means you will have to
When you
put
buy-
your disc in and put a code in.
No, I'm just saying, like, every game. Like, say you buy this game, and you go, oh, there's Metro. It's right there. There should be a digital download code right there in case this ever fucks up.
That'll be dumb though.
But isn't that kind
for
of
the
selling
for the
people
co-
one?
for the distributor, it'll be dumb for them.
Yeah, 'cause
because
you-
I could
you
just
could
be
just
like,
download
okay,
the game.
download here, white boy. Here's my
Yeah,
game.
but here's the thing. I understand that they'd lose money that way, but you bought the game. you should always have access to it in any kind of medium that you want based
Yeah,
on this
but you
platform.
still could give
But
the
they-
game away, though.
What would happen is people would just download the game and resell the disc.
Yeah.
That would destroy the disc market. They'd sell for $5. The idea is you want your game out there anyway.
I mean, people prefer, like, game devs definitely prefer the Steam model to anything else. Like,
Uh,
the secondhand market does harm developers because they get nothing back from it. Like,
Did you guys hear about the G2A thing? So there's been, I don't know if you guys know G2A. It's like
I've been affected. Games
yeah?
What
because I have to
that?
pay VAT tax now on the games. So
So basically, people were going, like YouTubers or people claiming to be YouTubers were going to companies and asking for like 10 free codes to give away to their subscribers. But they would send an email. It wasn't Wings sending the email. It was like Wings of Redemption with a 0 or Wings of Redemption 1 or at Gmail or something. So these people would get these free codes and then they would just take the codes and sell them on G2A. It's a platform to sell games like digitally, and they would just make a lot of money, like just getting these codes and selling them. And this developer like looked at it and he figured out that this whole system, and he did it himself. He was emailing other game developers and getting free codes. And he said, you can make easy like $500 a day if you're successful.
That's their fault, though. That's just them being stupid.
Yeah.
They got to do some kind of research.
I mean, I'm not being paid to say this. Like, I'm not sponsored at all by them. But I love G2A. I got Advanced Warfare on PC for like 15 quid. Like, that's nothing.
What the hell is that?
Like,
What's that equivalent to in American money?
$35?
15 quid sound like
15 quid ain't
food.
$35. It's more like 22.
No, it's maybe 1.3 now.
It's like
No.
I said, it's like 22 to 25.
No, it's like $28 maybe.
And if you want to save an extra 3%, code WB7
Yeah.
will do it.
But now
That sound
I have
like
to
food, though.
now
Weird.
because games are being sold out of region on G2A. They've done this thing where they make you calculate the tax for where you are. So I have to pay VAT on a game that's technically already been bought, so the tax has already been paid on it. So the games are more expensive now for I don't know,
For no reason.
For no reason. So
Because old white men want more money.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they've already been paid, but they'd kind of like to be paid twice. Thanks.
I had to go to.
I always hated the Steam market because I couldn't resell my games or even give them away. Say I'm tired of playing a game on Steam. I should be able to give it to my friend.
I think you should.
Yeah. It's
What were you
weird.
saying,
like-
Alex? Sorry.
Well, I had to go to court recently with my house stuff, and I got a fine for all the violations on my 7th Street house, and there's like jail tax, state tax, this tax, stamp tax. They had like it was $1,000 originally, and then it ended up being like $1,300 with all the different taxes, and that just reminded me of people.
Why
just
does jail get a tax when it's already a private organization? Prisons in the United States are all private. There's very little public prisons anymore.
Because they're probably
So why are
subsidized. Because they're probably subsidized.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get it.
I'm
But, like-
supposed to watch what you're talking about. I'm supposed to watch like a documentary or something about that. Like
Yeah,
people
it's
make
called The
Well,
House-
they
private
do
the
something
house I live in.
Like the taxpayers, they feed the prisoners, they clothe the prisoners, and they pay for the electricity. But the building is owned by somebody else,
Yeah.
and the person that controls the prisoners can use them to make profit. So the taxpayers pick up all the food, clothing, and shelter for them, while the person that owns the prison can use them as work subsidy, cheap labor. He can I know this doesn't have any more stamp and license plates is the standard motto for it.
Yeah. It's
So
just-
somebody Suge Knight probably met is gonna own him basically, and he's gonna live under his roof, or like how does that go?
Well, a
'Cause-
person like Suge Knight, he's going to go to probably a federal prison, and federal prisons are pretty much people call them hotels. Hotels a stretch.
I don't think he's gonna go to a federal prison
He probably should.
for the crime. Nah. Mm-mm.
Well, you can't put Suge Knight in regular population. You can't
Yeah.
do it. He'll
He's
be
gonna
killed.
be in a regular prison.
He'll
he
be-
was
he'll be
in
murdered.
regular population, wasn't he? He was
Yeah,
in.
No, he's in like you're kind of
I know what you mean,
suspect.
but
You're
he's
kind of
gonna be in a
suspect, but
regular
you're not in
prison.
prison.
Oh right, so he's in custody, but not. He hasn't gone to prison.
He hasn't had a trial yet, so they
Oh,
haven't.
so, yeah,
proven
he's
it.
in jail. He's not in
He's
prison.
in jail, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna go to a federal prison though. I know that for a fact.
You think he's
His
going to get
crime.
off?
Well, if he's guilty, found
Let's
guilty.
talk about the Suge Knight thing, because like I looked at when I first watched that video, I'm like, murder. That's what this is. I just watched murder. But second time I thought about it, what if those two motherfuckers did have guns?
I said that in my video, Wings. I said the same thing, and it's not like if you reverse and then try to pull off, you're gonna get shot. That's a big risk of
Because
getting killed.
I see it like this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm Suge Knight. This motherfucker comes up my window and talking shit to me. No matter what, I'm afraid for my life. So I put it in reverse and I go like this.
Yeah,
And then I just throw it and
hit him
drive
with
and just
the
hit the
front.
gas. You just hit him with the gas. I'm still ducking down because I think he's going to be shooting at me. He might not even seen where he was driving. It's not like he like popped back up and like.
I use that exact technique in Battle Royale. I pretend to be friendly and pick someone up in a car, and I just reverse and then run them over. So what happened? What's the news with Suge Knight? I'm a little out of the loop here.
Did we link that?
I linked it earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got to scroll up. I think it was the driving was a little too perfect for him to be ducking down. But I do think he was
I disagree.
defending himself.
I disagree with you. I think he threw it in reverse and backed out, and then threw it right back in drive and went forward. And that guy just happened to be there.
He hit two of them.
I understand that. One guy fell down and got ran over, and then
Yeah.
he just drove straight into them. Like he didn't really look, because wherever the truck stopped on the angle of the reverse, I think he put it in drive and drove straight.
Yeah, and they said two
Let's
of
watch
them
it.
had
Let's
guns.
watch it again.
Well,
I
so
like how-
they were armed. They were found to be armed.
They were armed.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm sorry, but
Hey,
fuck that.
Hey guys, if you're real cringy, just
I'm not going to
just
swap
be
to this.
ready.
This has got legal things with it. We should.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
I'm not gonna show
it.
this on the
when
show.
When you guys watch it, it's a
Ooh.
little cringy, but
I like how
Put Suge Knight video in.
Ooh, I just saw the first person got ran over. It wasn't too bad.
yeah.
But that second person got plowed. I like how TMZ has like an arrow and it says Bone as the name.
That's the guy's name.
That's the
Yeah.
guy name.
Legally is Bone?
No, that ain't.
Well,
I
it
don't-
might be
I don't
a,
think
might be a
this is
street.
real.
It's his street name.
Bone, 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 bone.
I
bone,
thought
bone,
Suge Knight was
bone.
like a notorious OG gangster. Like that's what I'd heard.
He is
That's
a
why they
notorious
wanted to
OG
kill him.
gangster.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted to
From
kill
my
him.
understanding, my understanding, this is on the set of the NWA movie Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
And he wasn't supposed to be on set. And these guys are coming up upset at him that he showed up on set, and they're confronting him. I think Bone comes to the window, shows him that he has a pistol. As soon as he shows him as a pistol, Suge Knight freaks out, puts his truck in reverse. As you can see, the tires are already cut to the right. This knocks him down and runs him over. As soon as he stops, he puts the car back in drive and drives straight forward.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, he drove straight forward and then turned left like he was trying to get away.
I honestly can't tell you what movie that guy is in, but if you see the picture of the guy he ran over, he's a familiar actor. Like he's an actor that's in a lot of movies. Like if you look at his picture.
At the 1 minute mark, you see a guy come up to the body and take a gun off of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they were armed, and it depends what they said to him. Did they threaten him, or were they just saying, "Hey, aren't you Suge Knight?" Like, what did they have any audio?
No,
No,
they
these
know him.
motherfuckers, they know him. They came over and threatened him. That's almost a guaranteed. Like the guy who got ran over, his family even said he had a gun on set, and that he didn't like Suge Knight.
Okay. I don't know if that makes it justifiable though. He didn't pull out the gun.
He
Here's
might
what I look
get
at.
he might get
He
a
could
suspended
get off.
sentence.
He could get off of this because, one, you got to look at it this way. At this point, the truck is a weapon, and he's using the truck as a means of self-defense. If these guys are found to have guns on them, he could get off of this in a castle doctrine because your truck is considered a part of your home. Like your vehicle, your car, that's why they have to have search warrants to get into it. This would fall under castle doctrine, and this would be self-defense if those guys have guns. The way the defense team would have to go against it, and I'm not a lawyer, so don't call me lefty, but from my understanding, the way the defense team would have to go against it is to prove that Suge Knight could have got out of there in another matter, and that he did it in malice. You disagree?
I'm just going to say it's very difficult to prove. I would say that he'll probably get off because it's very difficult to prove what he felt. It's very difficult.
I think he's going to get off also.
To dispute whether he felt threatened and they had guns. If they were armed, he'll get off.
If he had a good defense team, he's going to get off. If he has a bad one, he'll get fucking life in prison.
What if it was in like an open carry state, and then somebody like Wings is just walking with an AR-15 on his back, and I say I felt threatened, and do I have the right to attack Wings?
That's a good question.
Maybe if you.
That comes a he say she said because there are two other guys that were right there that could be questioned what was said to Suge Knight at the window. It's not like there are lack of witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Like there's two guys right there that didn't get hit.
Yeah, one guy just walked up like nothing happened, like he just walked into the corner store and shit. I'm like, wow.
Another day in Hollywood, huh?
One guy in my comments was like, yeah, he's going to jail. He had something to do with Tupac. Like that, we're not talking about that. Like that has nothing to do with this case right here. Like
we're not talking about the time he busted in and had Vanilla Ice sign over Ice Ice Baby to him.
Oh yeah, remember Vanilla Ice boy.
Vanilla Ice said Suge Knight put him on the window.
You got to look at this stuff unbiased. Like just look at what happened in the video. Do you think he's guilty? In the chat, guys, do you think he's guilty or not guilty? Maybe he is guilty, but it's justifiable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he might get off, man.
I do too. Like, when I first seen it, I thought straight up murder. But the more I watch the video, the more I'm leaning towards, like, these motherfuckers did have guns.
Yeah.
And, like,
but isn't it backing up? Like, can't you get shot right then? Why didn't he just go forward?
He could have got, if he pulled off turning, like, he would have got, like he was in a Range Rover. It's not like he was in a Corvette or something.
That's a Ford Raptor.
Oh, okay, whatever. It looked like a like a 07 Range Rover. But whatever. He was in a truck, like a SUV that's not that fast. Like it doesn't go.
They have 6.2. They have a 6.2. That's actually a fast truck.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like from 0 to like.
That truck right there can outrun most mid-size sedans.
Yeah, it probably can on the long run.
But anyway, the issue is, can he get away quick enough without being shot?
Yeah, like from backing up and then turning and leaving, he would have got shot.
He got shot at.
Isn't that what he did though? He backed up and then turned.
No, he backed up. Leave. He backed up and then he put it in drive and just hit the gas right through him.
But I'm saying like the way he escaped, couldn't he just went like? You might have to pull your seat back, I guess.
He definitely wouldn't get first degree because you can't argue that it's premeditated.
Right. It's not premeditated at all. If anything, it would be third degree murder.
So he's already not looking at. Is this in California?
That's in LA, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in California.
Do they have the death penalty in California?
No.
Well, he wouldn't be up for life then.
You can get life. You can get life without the death penalty.
Yeah, I know, but I thought in states that don't have the death penalty, life is the maximum sentence.
Life is the maximum.
Yeah, for first degree, but he's not going to be up for that.
Yeah, he'd be up for third degree murder. Because like first degree is premeditated, second degree is like passion, third degree is instinctual.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He'd get third then.
Like, cause he just made a bad choice and killed somebody. Like,
he could get manslaughter, because
manslaughter. Yeah, it might be manslaughter. Yeah,
he could get manslaughter because he didn't know that he was going to kill people. Like, murder is intent to kill, right?
Yes.
So, is there intent to kill here? Is a question.
Well, that second person for sure. He hit him dead on.
Like as I said, like he could be ducked down. He could just hit the gas.
Okay.
He didn't know who he was running over.
And
That guy
that's
got fucked.
that speed and that close proximity and how quick everything happens. You can't.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to argue that he made a decision. I'm going to kill this person. I don't know. It's to me. It's difficult. I think the fact that Suge Knight is Suge Knight works against him is because people think that he's not a nice person. He's known to be a piece of shit, a nasty piece of work. So
I'd like to call him OG gangsters over here.
yeah,
OG gangster.
he's known to be an asshole. So I think that works against him.
Yeah, karma's got to come around. It always does.
Karma doesn't exist, dude.
Bill Cosby, he was good for like 60 years, and then all this shit that happened like 20, 30 years ago is coming up now.
Do you know?
Come on, man. The yellow pudding.
Do you know who I'm amazed hasn't said something about Bill Cosby? I'm amazed that Eddie Murphy hasn't come out in the press and torn him to shreds. Because I don't, maybe everyone's a bit too young to remember, but I remember Bill Cosby being this older black guy that disapproved of everything that young black guys were doing. Like
Eddie
Yes,
Murphy.
exactly.
They wanted Eddie Murphy to do some Bill Cosby skits on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
And he
because
said, like,
Bill Cosby
he said
famously critiqued Eddie Murphy for using the N-word and being derogatory and all that kind of stuff. He said, keep yourself clean, all this kind of stuff. So he was like, I love the idea that someone has so much hubris in them and is so arrogant that you can sexually abuse women for years and still think that you're some kind of moral authority to try and tell people how they should do their shit.
Well, first off, I'm going to play devil's advocate. He hasn't been proved he sexually abused women.
Yeah.
It's stacked against him. It is. It's almost a fact. It's stacked against him so high, and a lot of women have nothing to gain from saying it. But let's look at this in the karma's perspective. He's like a 70 or 80-year-old black man who's a multi-millionaire that's already lived the majority of his good year life out doing what the fuck he wanted to do. Do you think he really cares that he won't be able to act for another 5 years? The man's dead, got one eye that's dead as fuck on him already. He's on his way out.
I think it's fucking with him. At least maybe karma wasn't even in the scales, but he didn't have a happy ending sailing off into the sunset.
He certainly doesn't have a legacy. He certainly doesn't have like a positive.
A lot of people don't.
Is legacy worth anything though?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like it might be worth something to your offspring. Oh, you're Bill Cosby's son. Your dad did some fucked up shit, boy.
Whatever happened? One of the chicks was supposed to go to the Playboy Mansion with him or whatever in 2005, and then they were supposed to pull up was it 2000 or 2005, something like that, and they're supposed to have the video evidence that they were together and stuff like that. Like, whatever happened with that?
I don't think anybody.
One
knows.
chick.
If it's been seized as evidence, I think it's illegal to leak it before the court case. I think so. If that video does exist, unless they got a hold of the video before police, I don't think they're. Say if TMZ got it, I don't think they're allowed to leak it.
Let me point something out to you. The Suge Knight case, as the video leaked.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm saying is, did the police know that video existed before it was leaked?
Well, you had to put a no. The judge has to put a no evidence order on the case. Like I don't know what it's called, but the judge has to go like, we can't talk about this case outside this room. You can't share any evidence. You can't talk to anybody. Jurors are not allowed to interact with public.
Right.
That has to be issued.
I want to go back a little bit.
Bill Cosby doesn't have a case because all of his rape is so far out. It's out of statute.
Oh,
like,
yeah, statute limitations.
Can I say one thing? One chick said he gave her, like, how dumb are they? Like, are you that stupid? He gave her a pill and water. Take this.
Just straight up, not like, let me crush it up, put it in.
Not no date rape, not just here's a pill and some water. Take it. And then I took it. Like, what?
There is an element of like, to me, as far as Bill Cosby's concerned, like taking advantage of women is a crime, right? And it's horrific that some women go through this, right? But there is an element of you're star fucking, essentially, right? So you're hanging out with someone who's super famous, has loads of money, and you're getting high with them, right, all the time, and you're doing things that, one, aren't legal, right? So you're not allowed to fucking do cocaine in the Playboy Mansion, right? It's not legal to do, right? So you know you're already breaking the law. Are you not somewhat surprised that the star might not have some expectations? I know that's technically like blaming the victim, but I'm like, there is some level of, if you didn't want to do it, you shouldn't put yourself in that position. And that's a terrible thing to say to like most rape victims who are like snatched on the street and shit. Like, I'm not saying that, but like if you're getting high and doing coke, like that's a different matter. Like if you're fucking partying at the Playboy Mansion or whatever, or doing any of those things, there's an element of danger in that.
Because do you think Bill Cosby, Kobe Bryant, whoever, they do not have to rape a chick, right? Do you think, I don't think Kobe raped a chick at all, but do you think if he's found guilty or whatever, do you think it was just like a high or like a feel of empowerment or something to do that to these chicks? Like, why would you even have to do that? Oh, you don't want to give me pussy? Oh, she will. Like,
it has to be a power trip.
Yeah.
I was going to say it has to be about power.
Because
like
Bill,
she knocked out sleep. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
like
here's the problem. If they knocked out sleep, their pussy ain't gonna get wet.
Yeah,
that shit hurts. That shit just hurts.
That's probably how they realize. They wake up like, damn, my pussy hurt. What the fuck? Like,
maybe it's like, maybe in his past, like he was just rejected by women. I don't know. I don't know.
Bill Cosby was a young actor, dude. I don't think Bill Cosby from like age 25 on had any pussy problems.
Yeah.
I think he had a black book, just like, I feel like having some pussy tonight. Yeah. Let me call somebody.
Yeah. I think he got as much pussy as me, though. Like for real. Like, I don't think he had a problem.
He owed the Jive Turkey level of pussy.
Yeah. Probably a little below me if you take away the pussy he took. You know, those get forfeited.
Struck from the records.
Those are asterisks next to the name.
What were you going to say, Alex? Sorry. Alex was going to say something.
I was just bringing it back to Bill Cosby, talking down to Eddie Murphy. That's the same, like we were talking about earlier. It's the same with YouTubers doing things that you might not personally find acceptable, but it's successful. So people try to step in because they're taking a little piece of the pie, and I think that's really apparent in Bill Cosby, like being a black comedian in this was in the 80s or something. There's only so many comedians, and I think Bill Cosby felt a little threatened, so that's why he was talking down to Eddie Murphy.
But the balls on the man to be like, I'm the moral authority. I'm going to tell you what's morally right. When doing all this,
it's a moral thing.
Yeah, it was a moral thing. It's like black people shouldn't say the N-word. They shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do that. Like, I'm the authority figure on what black people should do while raping women. Like, I can't see how that disconnect happens in someone's mind.
Allegedly.
All right, okay, allegedly. Fair enough. But, like, allegedly being a piece of shit and then being like, I know what's right. Like, I can't... Maybe...
Here, can I throw something on Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
You think these chicks just fucked Bill Cosby? And then once one came up with a scheme, all the other chicks that felt bad about it could have came up and said the same shit?
I think it's unlikely at this point. I think it's unlikely.
I don't.
There's a lot of women, right? Like 15,
there's a lot,
30.
and like you say, there's a lot of people.
Probably more than 15.
That's why people make the point of saying a lot of these people don't have anything to gain.
But not one of them. Not one. You're a white chick back in the day. You know, not one of them just said, you know what, he raped me. Like, just come out and say it. Like, not one person did that.
I think people are scared to do it. Like,
scared? Come on.
You're white. He's black. Back in the day, like, come on.
But
they're scared to say.
I'm gonna put it this way:
Alex
a white
is right
chick
about
said
this.
Bill Cosby raped me in the '90s. Bill Cosby would have got crucified.
No, see,
80s and 70s.
there is like science backs this up, okay? And Alex is right, is that a lot of rape victims find the whole experience deeply shameful. So half of the trauma is obviously the physical abuse side of it, and then half of it is the mental pain that you inflict on said victim, and the trauma makes a lot of women not want to talk about it, not come forward.
A lot of women are full of shit too.
I don't think it's anywhere near as much as we like to think. There's a lot of women that just refuse.
Like
rape
the thing,
kits.
I mean, you can go look up. You go look at the police stats. It's something like 75% of all rape cases are false.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's that high.
I mean, have you ever seen? Here's an exercise.
Wait. Oh, whoa. I was never going to bring this up, but I've been accused of rape before. I've been arrested for it before.
Did you forfeit that pussy on the record?
No, I didn't have to because it was false. Let me tell you what happened. I used to fuck. I was real crazy. I'm bad now because I'm single again, but I was crazy like back in the day. Like I would fuck 3-4 chicks a day. And I used to work for Krispy Kreme donuts. I was a truck driver for them though, like a route delivery guy. We was getting so much fucking money. I was getting about $1,600 a week commission. Had the jewelry, the cars, the money, whatever. So I could basically get any hood bitch I wanted.
Jive had that donut money.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yo. That dog, I used to be outside of the supermarket and somebody would be like, oh shit, Krispy Kreme, yo. Let me get a donut. $4. Not a donut, but like for the dozen box used to cost like $5.99, something like that. And people would buy them. And then I'll sell them for like $4 cash, huh? Bam. Whatever. But anyway, one night she called me. Like she was just calling me and calling me and calling me. That's her biggest mistake right there.
Bitch
She was
wanted
just
to
calling me after I fucked her. And I was like, yo, I answered the phone, yo, what's up? I'm at work. She like, yeah. Oh, so you're not gonna talk to me? I said, oh my God, I'm at work. I'm gonna call you back. Bam. So she called me back. I answered the phone. What? She said, all right, if you ain't gonna talk to me, I'm gonna just tell the cops you raped me. She said that. She fucking said that. I was gonna do a commentary about this one day, like just do a commentary, but this is the perfect time to bring it up. And then, to be honest, the phone that I had, the phone that I used to use was this other chick I messed with. It was under her name. So I had to get the call records and all this stuff and tell her why. And then, she was mad and all that stuff. But I had to get the call records and all that stuff. And I wasn't all like, I was physically, strong from like riding bikes and shit like that, like naturally strong. But I was a skinny dude back in the day. And she said she said she never saw me before. She lived about 5 blocks away from my house. I barged into her house. This was a violent rape, she said I did. Like a violent fucking rape. She said,
did she like punch herself in the face and shit? Did she like punch herself?
I don't know.
Like how do you correlate the story? I'm like, you say he beat the shit out of you. Like, where's the bruises?
I don't know. She said I barged the door open, held her down, fucked her in the ass, this and that. But to nip it in the bud, let me tell you how they came and got me. I was getting ready for work like months after, months and months and months, like at least 8 months after that she said that. Like
with
8
the baby.
Months. No. So the cops came to my door. I'm leaving out for work. I'm like, yo, what's up? Hey, you so-and-so? My real name, obviously. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you got a problem with a girl? Because I'm just sitting there getting ready for work. They say, you got a problem with a girl or something? I'm like, no. They said, we're going to have to arrest you and bring you in for question. Like, they were cool as shit with it. And I'm like, what? So then they arrest me, whatever, put me in the back of the car, not violently or anything. They just came. Some cops are, the detectives are all right, you know? And then they put me in the back of the car. And then I'm riding to the Special Victims Unit. That's what they call it. And it was in Kensington, Northeast. And then while I'm on the expressway, damn near where she called me, I thought about it. Like, oh shit. I said, somebody said I raped him or whatever. That's what I'm like, somebody said I raped him? And then they was like, yeah. I said, oh my God, it's this crazy chick. She kept calling me this night. The cop said, she kept calling you? Great. Cause they was just driving, you know, and then I was like, yo, did somebody say I raped him? And then they were like, yeah, that's what it's about. And then I told him, the chick kept calling me, and he was like, this is an open and shut case because she kept calling. You got the phone records. You could call. This was back, I say, '03. You know, you had to call for the phone records. It doesn't just come up online and they send it to you. And then they said, bring that up. So trial came. You know, I got the $50,000 bail. That was my bail. Got out. When trial came, this was just such an open and shut case. Like, it was crazy. They called her up. My homie is a piece of shit because they call her up to the stand, like to give her testimony or whatever it's called. And they call her up, and my homie was sitting next to me and was like, oh, damn, she got a fat ass, yo. I'm like, motherfucker, like, this ain't the time to be talking about that shit. She did have a nice ass. But she go up there lying and all this shit, blah, 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 blah. But you can't say nothing. I think what preliminary hearing, whatever. You can't say nothing. You and your lawyer, y'all can't say nothing until the next time you go to court. So the next time we went to court was the real trial. And then my lawyer just went up there and was like, ma'am, you know you messed up, right? You never saw him before? No, blah, 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 blah. He said, so-and-so, stand up. That's my name. I stood up. He said, look at this guy. Do you think he can actually do what you said he did? Yeah, he did, blah, blah. He smacked me on my ass. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, look how fragile this guy is. You think he can actually do this stuff? Yeah, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. So he pulled the phone records up. Is your phone number 267, blah, 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 blah? Yeah. She said, yeah. I see it on here 14 times in a row. Then on the next page, 23 times. Then on the next, like, she was like a stalker dog. And then it didn't stop there. He was like, was your house phone number 215, blah, 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 blah? Yeah. Okay, I see it here and I see it here. This is his cell phone records. And then he said, I have nothing else to say about that. I sat down. I didn't even have to talk like the whole trial. I sat back down. The guy went in recess. She was crying all dramatically. And, oh, God. It was just annoying. Like that. Like, women could say anything. And
did anything ever come to her?
Nothing.
That's the problem right there.
Nothing.
Surely she would have had to pay your legal bill.
Nothing.
Eddie, I was going to point out this to you. Go on YouTube and put in like fake rape accusations. You will see a catalog of women using the fact that they are women against men, even though they're filming. I remember this one I watched where this guy was like in a hotel room. He was like on his laptop and shit. And then like the person in the room next to him didn't like something he was doing. He was burning incense or something. So she comes into the room because the door's unlocked. And he's like, "What are you doing in my room? What are you doing in my room?" And he touches her wrist or something like that. They try to usher her towards the door. And she's like, "You're raping me!" Right. And like there's literally 9 minutes of her crying and yelling rape, and guys come running into the Russian, he's like on the bed with like a pillow and his laptop trying to fend off the guys trying to white knight. And he's got his camera in one hand, he's got like a pillow in the other one. And it's like, or how about the drunk chicks that want to accuse you of being raped because you don't want to go to another club? I've seen that on YouTube.
Wow.
I mean, women use it like it's a flaming sword of justice.
I'm not as convinced that this is as commonplace as we think. I'm not. I'm sorry. You're not going to convince me.
I've been through it, dog. She said,
yeah, but a study of one doesn't
if
mean
you're
anything.
not going to talk to me, I'm going to tell the cops you raped me.
I'm with John on this one.
I said, what the fuck? Did she really just say that?
I don't think guys rape as much as you think they do either, Eddie. Like, raping doesn't feel good.
How do you know?
I've never raped anybody, but I have tried to have sex with women that wasn't all the way ready yet. You try penetration too early or something like that, and that sucks.
You got to have your warm up game on point. Never go in dry.
You got to go halfway in, come out, so you can pull the juices out. And
but that sucks. Now just imagine if they're fighting and kicking, and you got to hit them
and scratching you or punch you in the back of your fucking head. How do your dick stay hard?
That can't be a good time. Like, do people rape girls? Yes, there are guys out there that will rape a woman. Do I think it's as commonplace as women like to think it is? No, I think a lot of rape cases. And I've had people back this up. I've seen police stories back this up. Women go to a party, they get drunk, they go home with a guy they never would go home with. They wake up next to him and are ashamed of what they did. And their girlfriends ask, "Hey, did you go home with so-and-so last night?" "No." "Well, he took you home. You were drunk." "Did he rape you?" "Yeah." And then her girlfriends get up and and try to big her up to push forward, and then the girls call the cops, and then she's just back it up because she's in the lie now.
I think because of the nature of it, it's always because it's like gender versus gender. There's going to be false accusations on both sides. It's going to be, people like the
men get raped too, Eddie.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, but that's it. I mean, that's a minority.
I mean, men get raped in prison. A lot of men get raped in prison, and they won't want to talk about it because it's shameful to them.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that it's for the genuine cases of women getting raped, it's shameful for them too. That's why a lot of them don't come forward. So back to Bill Cosby, if he did do this to these women, there is a reason why a lot of people who do get raped don't come forward. Why didn't they do it?
Why didn't they come forward when they had something to earn? This guy was a millionaire when he raped them. Millionaire.
Because of what I'm saying.
Not one of these motherfuckers.
Not one, though.
That was a paycheck happening right there. This girl wanted to put Jive up the fucking river because he didn't give her enough attention. You don't think a bitch that had like millions of dollars she could have earned in restitution wouldn't have been like, Bill Cosby date raped me, dog.
Isn't it intimidating though? He's famous.
If Bill Cosby gave me a date rape drug, I'd be on the stand like, yeah, Bill Cosby, dog. I was over there. I was reading lines with him. I had a sip of the fruit punch. And next thing you know, my asshole was hurting. I don't know. I just
tickling me.
Point on the doll where Bill Cosby touched you.
Right there, dog. Right there where the brown spot's at.
Where's that creepy? You had like a Chucky doll in the background. Did anyone notice that creepy doll in Wing's background?
To me, it seems like the people who get raped don't want to come forward, but the people who lie about it do come forward.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I don't think it's ever as simple as us
creepy ass Chucky.
Us four idiots will ever be able to work out in a podcast. I think it's a very tough thing. Like my only prejudgment with Bill Cosby is that there's too many people that say it, and a lot of them don't have anything to gain, and a lot of them, as they've said, they feel empowered by everybody else coming forward about it. You know, it's like what happened with fucking Clinton. You know, like Monica Lewinsky happens, and then every woman he's ever banged while he was a politician comes forward. It's the same with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? It's the same with Tiger Woods. It always happens, you know. And yeah, there will be a certain percentage of that which are false, but I don't believe there's smoke without fire, I'm afraid.
And bitches be crazy.
Bella. Yeah, that chick was crazy, dog. Like, I really had a real stalker. Like, she was stalking me. Like, she just was calling my phone, like, relentlessly. I could just imagine what she was doing at home.
Don't put your dick in
that is a side effect of having a good dick, Jive.
Yo, I hit that thing raw,
It's a burden that you have
too.
to carry, Jive.
You got to carry it for us, dog.
That was crazy, man.
Men get raped more than women.
No,
They do, men usually do get raped more than women. But
When I had to go through court or to jail, they showed us this fucking. The first thing I saw while I was in my jumpsuit was like a 15-minute thing on rape, and it scared the shit out of me. I was terrified.
that's because it's prison, like that. I mean, that's what.
Well, you went to jail, though. You didn't go to prison. Actually, you went to jail.
A lot of jails are worse, apparently.
I went to jail for a day.
The jail around here usually you get put
jail
in
ain't
cell.
jail not worse than prison, dog.
Like jail, you either go to like a community cell where they keep all the drunks, called a drunk tank. And that's just where they process you. And then like you go to like an individual cell. You might have one other roommate.
Yeah, I had a roommate. And then there was
jail. You fuck around and know everybody in that motherfucker. Like it'd be like your community basically. Like yo, come on. Yo, what's up?
I was in like before I went in my jumpsuit and stuff. I was in like a holding cell, and there was 3 younger guys, and they were all sleeping, and I had to step over one. And eventually, he woke up, and he was like, "Don't you make videos?" And I was like, "Oh my god, small world."
Don't you make videos?
Yeah, it was so random.
You see my billboard?
That's great though. Like when just the most odd place somebody knows you, man.
It's gonna help me when the zombie apocalypse starts.
The last time I got recognized, I was cheating on my diet, and it was like, oh fuck, like it was the cashier.
Shit.
Oh shit. He should have been like, I ain't selling you this shit.
Right, we're at 2 hours now, boys. Do you want to end it here or do one more topic?
We need to answer the questions on the podcast and do the iTunes read.
All right, you want to do Reddit first?
Let's do the Reddit questions first, and then let's do the iTunes response.
Let's go.
Reddit.com/r/ThePodcastShow.
Where all the bitches be at. We are going to get a guest eventually. Huh? Everybody can like, who's the first guest? Who's the first guest?
We'll get one soon.
We're saving it up. We're saving it up for a good one.
This is only episode, 6?
We're going to get Phil Donahue.
Yeah.
All right, the first question submitted by... the post was by Sirp Sippy. Pussy on the chain wax asks, white boy, indica or sativa? If you guys don't know, it's different weed blends. I think I like sativa more. It's more of it's not like a lazy... Indica is like in the couch. I don't know. It makes you a little bit more lazy, but I don't know. When I go to Colorado where it's legal, then I could pick out different stuff. But like if I ever got it here or back on 7th Street, it was just whatever my dealer had.
If I had to smoke weed, I'd want something that tasted like something I recognize, like bananas or something.
They got banana Kush. I had that in Colorado. That was pretty. I like that. They have a lot of different flavors. They're really tasty. Banana Kush, jelly bean. Yeah, I would say.
Which kind of jelly bean? Is it like the nasty jelly beans?
That nasty.
No, it was called jelly bean, not jelly bean. It didn't really taste like. Maybe a pink jelly bean, if any.
Black jelly beans suck.
The licorice kind,
I just had to say that, yeah.
Do you guys like licorice?
No,
this shit.
Strawberry licorice, red licorice, yes. But black licorice, no.
Racist?
Yeah, racist.
That did
Eddie
sound bad.
Racist
Like
2015.
black licorice now.
Oh, he is lefty. Okay. Twin Pack Studios says, what kind of games will you guys be playing in 5 years?
Dude,
It's hard to say. Like, the game market's got to change a lot, I think.
I'll be 36, so whether I'll be playing games or not is up for debate.
I think I'll always be playing games, but what type? That's kind of I don't know if first person shooters turn into that space laser shit. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing that. It's
I'm really
probably sports games.
I'm liking PC games a lot. I'll probably get over this whole zombie apocalypse thing in 5 years.
I was gonna say I think the zombie apocalypse stuff will be a little over, but
Who knows, man? It depends on what
5 is a long time from now.
A long time in games as well. Like, if you think 5 years ago, what, 2010, what COD are we talking about? What other games are out at the time? Like, it's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you consider Islam as a peaceful religion?
Yes.
Yeah, I think generally it's just the radical people, and the Islamic people don't like those radical people for the most part.
I have the answer to this, and let me give you the answer to this. To say that radical Islam, like ISIS and people like that, are the nature of the Islamic religion, is to say like the Ku Klux Klan is the nature of the Christianity religion. You can't take the most extreme examples of something and be like, this is what the basis of the religion is. But you have people on TV like Fox News and like very right-wing news sources that want to make you believe like all Islam is like, like ISIS is the foundation of the Islam uprising, and they want to like genocide the whole religion. And it essentially is not that. Most people that's from Muslims are peaceful people. They want to pray on their mats. They want to make sandwiches. They want to take their kids to school.
That's a good answer.
I do think, however, to play devil's advocate, is that there is the argument to be made that the extreme form of Islam is the most Islamic version that you'll find, is that it's actually closest to what's actually written down. And the reason for that is because the religion was created by men centuries ago, based on information that they had at the time and the social norms of the time. So now they appear ridiculous, right? So like extreme Islam seems completely out of touch with the world we find ourselves in, especially in the West, right? How they treat women, their attitudes to people who leave the faith, which is the standard practice is that they should be executed, all that kind of stuff. That is actually in their religion, right? So just because the vast majority of Muslims do not adhere to the parts of the religion that don't make any sense anymore in our modern world does not mean that that religion doesn't have those in it. And the same is true of Christianity. Like, I quite often, as someone who's an anti-theist, get accused of bigotry, right? So I single out one thing I don't like, say it's radical Islam, or I single out something else that I don't like that's hypocritical and makes no sense. But I feel exactly the same way about all of them. You believe in sky wizards. I do not. I think that you try and apply rules that don't fit to the world and to people. I think it's unfair to treat people the way that a lot of religions do at their core. And although I will say this, most Muslims are not violent people. That is true. But to say that the religion doesn't have violence in it as a document is untrue. But the same can be said for all religions, because they're all written by more primitive, more violent people, because they're thousands of years old. They're written by people who lived a more violent life.
I don't understand the Christianity more than I don't understand the Muslim. Like Christianity, Jesus was not about killing people. He wasn't about smiting people. He was about love, feeding other people, and helping the poor. That was like his hallmarks,
But Jesus,
he's about.
Yeah, Jesus is New Testament though. You've got to understand that there is a side to the religion that is a lot more.
The Christianity is more New Testament. Like Old Testament, is more Jewish. Like the Old Testament pretty much is like the Torah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jehovah's the same God. And might I say that all of those three religions, a lot of people I'm sure a lot of people in America, but a lot of people around the world don't realize that Islam, Judaism, and Christianity all pray to the same God.
Yeah, they all pray to the Abrahamic God.
Yeah, it's the same sky wizard, right? So we're essentially what's happening is that people are killing each other for not praising the God in the right way.
Right, denominations. They're basically big denominations of the same religion. But like, what I don't understand with Christianity is like most of them follow the New Testament. Every time you see them preach, they usually preach from the New Testament. You see John, you see Matthew, you see the New Testament kind of stuff. And where in the New Testament does it say George Bush, please lead a campaign into the Middle East to smite the other denomination of the same religion?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. That's just people wanting to use it as a force of control. Like I've always said, religion is a tool of control, and that's how they use it, as a tool of control.
Yeah.
That's my religious spiel on it. I have more of a problem with religion teaching young kids to be stupid than I have with the religion itself. I hate when they want to talk about evolution as if it's a religion. You know what the worst, the most ignorant thing you can say to Jordy Jordan? Evolution is just a theory. Motherfucker, you know what else is a theory? Gravity, oxygen, and eating. All of that's theory.
Time is a theory.
Time is a theory. The sun going up and down is a theory because nothing in science is ever going to be a fact. You can use the term scientific fact all you want, but theories are theories because they're never going to be a point where we're going to say that we know everything there is to know about something.
The whole point
because it leaves the table open.
Yeah, the whole point of why science is like that is because it's not arrogant to assume that it knows. It says, this is the most complete picture that we have now. Not, this is it forever. This is what we know now.
Let me rustle some Christian feathers. You know atoms? Do you believe in atoms? Because we know for a fact, atoms as we know them is wrong. But the fact is, what we know right now is all we know about them, so that's what we teach. Atomic theory right now, the atomic theory, which you see from the atom bomb and the hydrogen bomb and all these other things that you've seen work, what we know about it is wrong because it doesn't work on all levels.
So we don't have a complete understanding, essentially.
We don't have a complete understanding of atomic theory, but we still teach it in schools because we have a understanding of it.
Yeah.
Isn't it something like atoms are made of like 98% nothing, and then we're made of atoms, so we're like nothing, and then the universe has a lot of nothing in it, and it gets crazy.
Matter has more space in it than matter here.
Yes.
So are Muslims violent or not?
Religions are naturally violent because it's a tool that controls what we've come up to.
Yeah.
So yes.
But not everybody. But not everybody in a religion has to be violent.
In fact, most people aren't.
Most people,
the vast majority aren't.
It's the people with the sticks.
Next question. All right, they're violent. Next question.
All right. This one's for me. I'll answer it really quick. Thoughts on the Packers loss? Get wrecked. You know.
How old is that question? Like, the Packers still playing somebody?
No, it was a very bad beat. I don't want to bring it up.
Playoff, yeah.
It's they got money from the Seattle one game before the Super Bowl. We're up 99% of the game, and we choke in the last 14 seconds.
But look at the bright side. Panthers just straight loss.
At least you got a good draft pick. I don't know. It's really
yeah, that sucks.
So it was.
I can't believe the Panthers won the division with a 7-8. Won it with a negative record.
Yeah, the NFC South.
The Giants team was the one that lost to us.
The South is really crazy, and we did beat the Eagles, so that's twice I think this year. But let's move on. Okay.
I was just going to say, if we're talking American sports, can I just ask, how much pain does it give you to watch the Sixers at the moment, Jive? Being a basketball player and a fan, how much does it hurt you?
Yeah, when you lose a lot of games, like in the NBA or whatever, they reward you with a better draft pick, like first dibs on whoever's coming out of college. And we have some pretty good players like up and coming, and one of our players isn't playing at all this season. He'll be playing next season. So what we're doing is something called tanking, just to get a good pick, which I think this plan is going to work because if we get the number 1 pick, we're going to get a kid named Jalil Okafor. He's from Duke and he's very good. And then we got 2 other big men that are good, to play alongside with him. So right now, I don't even pay attention to the Sixers. When they lose, I'm happy because it's just contributing to the better pick.
Oh,
And,
so the being terrible is deliberate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I like the positivity in that. All right, last question by 4553. Thoughts on the Ukrainian conflict / Vladimir Putin? More recent event would be the leader who got assassinated, who was going against Putin.
Well, being English, this is in our news a lot, and I don't know if you know this, but Russia recently flew 2 nuclear bombers past our coast.
Mm.
They've been flexing for a while.
They've been flexing on us specifically because they see us as adversaries. They have been open about that. They've said this. We see you as enemies. And we're not...
Here's what I don't understand about it. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I don't understand why people look at England as a superpower.
Because we have nuclear weapons.
You're the size of Texas, though. Like, you're literally like if Texas had
Let me
nuclear
answer.
weapons.
We have nuclear weapons, but we also have what are called Trident submarines, which are capable of launching nuclear missiles from anywhere on the planet. So...
Texas.
We also have the second largest economic market that goes through London in the world. So it's less that we can flex like America will come and invade. It's that we're a key ally of the United States.
You're just in a tactical position, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We're in a tactical position and we're well armed. Let's put it that
Here's
way.
what I've never in a war standpoint, like England's like one of the worst places to be because it's an island. Pretty much. It's a big island, but it's still an island.
It's a small island, dude.
Well, no, a small island would be Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
St. Thomas.
It's not Australia, though.
Yeah. It's not Australia, no. But it's like you could if England didn't have any allies, you could cut them off food and water and all the other things really easily, and just war of attrition them to death without even fighting them.
True. But the era of hot war like that, like actual hot war, nation against nation, is over.
It's over.
Because everybody is involved with each other economically. And that's really why it was done. That's really why the global economic market was created. Like, globalization is a negative effect of that. The reason why it was done was so that countries wouldn't invade each other anymore because they had too much to lose. Like, that's the plan, right? We all get financially invested in each other, and then nobody nukes anybody, and everybody's happy, right? That's the plan.
And Russia's been going against it because they're self-sustaining almost.
Yeah, well, no country
who trades with Russia?
Well, everybody. Iran, China, everybody. Oil, they have a lot of oil themselves, but they're more self-sufficient than a lot.
Russia's not a part of NATO, though.
No, it's not. But we're talking outside of the military sphere. Economically, Russia is invested in a lot of people, which is why the sanctions that are imposed on them hurt them a lot. Because if people withdraw the supply, it hurts the country a lot, and that's why That's why Putin does what he does and why he struts and why he sends nuclear bombers off the Cornish coast, is because he wants to show strength. Like, don't fuck with us because we'll fuck with you. When in reality, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to come down to an economic decision. Can Russia afford, Modern Warfare 3 to become a reality? Like, can it actually afford that? No country can afford that anymore. No country can afford that.
They would just cut them off from all sources, and they would just stretch your stuff. You can do it now, but you're going to die of hunger a year from now.
Yeah, and too many of its enemies are too far away. Like, even though we live in the time of supersonic travel and stuff like that with jets, it's easy to hurt people, but not long term. Even America has to put boots on the ground, right? And that's incredibly expensive, as you guys have found out. Like, it's very difficult to do that against And it's even more difficult to do that against an organized military. So if you go into Iraq and you're fighting people with fucking RPGs and shit, easy. You got tanks that can drive 90 miles an hour and Apache helicopters. And they got rocks, right? So that's easy.
We got an air force and they have nothing.
Yeah, and they have nothing, right? So you got air superiority from the start, and the war is still difficult. And even when you mission accomplished win, you're fighting a culture that doesn't want you there. So you have things like civil war and all that kind of stuff. So that becomes very difficult. That's aside from all the fact that you can't afford to lose that much money. We can't afford to war with each other anymore. We just
Here's
can't.
a funny story I told from my brother. My brother, he was in Baghdad, and he was talking about his experience with it. And he'd go like, we'd spend $20,000 on something that the terrorists or, the regime, as they called them, that they would do is they would take PVC pipe and they duct tape the end of it and put a nail through it, and they would take a mortar round that they got from old Russia from like World War II, and they put it in a freezer and they freeze it till ice came around it, so it didn't fit the PVC pipe just right, and they would rig it out in the desert to stand up and let the desert heat melt the ice off the mortar round. It would fall down, hit the nail, and then launch at a U.S. base. And then the U.S. would respond to it by sending out platoons, blocking off sectors, and they would try to bleed the money out by doing these things, and they would use it as distractions.
Yeah. It's very difficult to defeat as an occupying force because you have to leave, right? That's the conundrum of any occupying force. At some point, you're going to have to leave. And they know that. They know that, so they're waiting.
Isn't Russia, like, crippled right now, though, after all the sanctions? Because I remember Obama said something, and it was really boss-like. He said, like, Putin threatened us to blah, blah, blah. He was talking all this shit. And now 2 years later, America has the fastest growing economy. We're #1 in oil production, and Russia's economy is at like 60% of what it once was, or something along those lines. Like, if a war would cripple Russia, and I think we want to cripple Russia right now, we should just go to war?
Because Russia doesn't fuck around with war, though, Alex.
Yeah, they take no prisoners.
Let's look at this in Russian standards. The Iraqi war cost us something around the line of 6,500 American lives. That's how many American soldiers we lost in a 10-year period of invading Iraq and keeping people boots on the ground in Iraq. Russia invaded Gori, which is a country in the Ukraine, over a weekend and killed 12,000 people. Military people. In a weekend, 2-day period. Russia will kill and rape everything they see when they go to war. That's why they're the bullies.
We'll
fuck Russia up, man.
What's the stick that's going to snap to go to war with them, though? Like, they keep on doing these things, like the bombers.
You avoid going to war with them, and you sanction them just like they've been doing until the point where they don't want to be sanctioned no more because the people are starving.
So do you think we can push Russia to go to war with us if we keep on sanctioning harder and harder?
No, I don't think so.
Do Russia have oil?
Yes, they do. You could theoretically push any nation into war. You could you could provoke them so that it was impossible for them, especially someone like Putin, who holds almost autocratic or dictatorial power, right, in his country. You could make him appear weak to his own people, and it's quite often used by dictators. War is quite often used to distract the populace from local trouble. A lot of Argentinian fans, if you're watching, aren't going to be very happy with me when I say this, but the Falklands War is a direct result of the military junta in Argentina being tremendously unpopular and losing credibility with their own populace. So they invaded the Falklands as a distraction because they knew that Britain couldn't do anything but send troops, right? So they knew that Britain would never stand by and watch, no matter how remote, right, watch British citizens be invaded. They knew Britain wouldn't be able to say no. And they used that war as a political tool to distract from the massive economic depression in Argentina at the time. And it backfired, right? Because I honestly believe they thought they could win. And because they were allies with the United States at the time, I think they bet on the fact that the United States would stop Britain from invading. like counter-invading, retaking the island. I think they really gambled. They must have had someone in the US.
So you're trying to say that Argentina, our team, we're pretty much slaughtering British citizens, and the British couldn't stand by and let their citizens be slaughtered because like it makes them look weak. So they went in. So they expected the United States to step up and block Britain from saving their own people.
Yeah, I think they gambled incorrectly on the United States suing for peace. Well, not stopping Britain, like not militarily, but like
that sounds like a stupid strategy.
Well, the truth is, do you want to know the real reason why Argentina is so after that island? Right? Because British people, we don't know where the fuck it is. It's closer to Argentina than us by miles. I mean, it's off their fucking coast, right? So the real reason why it's an incredibly prized asset is because that having the Falklands opens up massive potential for economic investment in rare earth minerals. And Argentina doesn't want to share that revenue. And the real reason why they're so after it is because currently Britain owns it. And they want it. And that's why they're so for it. So, I don't know.
I don't even know how we got on this topic.
Like Russia. So this is how, Russia. So you could sanction Russia to the point where Putin started losing power in his own country and his hand would be forced and he would take action. Because he knows...
which country would he take action against?
Europe probably is the easiest target.
I mean, like, do you go through Alaska and then have to trek through Canada, which is an ally of the United States?
Yeah,
no, you'd go for Europe. I think he'd attack Europe, and I don't think he'd attack Europe and want to stay. Like he wouldn't want to take over, but he'd flatten a city or two, definitely.
Hope it doesn't happen. It feels like it just escalates little by little by little by little. And it's been like a year since they invaded Ukraine, right? It's been a while and they're not like backing off.
But here's the scary thing for Russia, that the United States is so invested with China that China couldn't let us go into a major war without helping. Because, I mean, like you'd have to fight the United States and China at the same time. And that's a losing situation.
The problem with Russia is that strategically you can't invade. So many European warlords have discovered this, that Russia's so big, right, that once you invade, you won't get far enough before winter sets in. And then you'll lose, right? So you'll win all the way up until the winter starts. So how far you get when the winter starts is how far you get. And then you get pushed back. Which is what happened to Napoleon, it's what happened to Hitler, it's what has happened to anyone who's tried to invade. And Russia have always had this policy where they burn everything, right? So as they retreat, they burn the earth. So you're gaining no ground, essentially. You're gaining worthless ground. But a war like that, like traditional war, isn't practical in today's world. It just isn't. But that, as long as it's like in the Crimea region, like it's Ukraine or Belarus or any of those former Soviet states, no one will send troops. But as soon as it gets to like Europe, even though Ukraine is part of the European Union.
If Czechoslovakia had Russian tanks rolling on it, there'd be troops.
Yeah. That's dangerously close to the European heart.
Do you think the moon landing was faked to bankrupt Russia? No?
Moon landing was not faked.
Because if it was, that would be a baller-ass move just to like trick Russia to spending all that money.
They have moon rocks, Alex, like in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, if you believe them.
We also had multiple like Apollo missions. There was like 14 of them.
Yeah, and you can also look at a telescope and see the landing site too. I'm just thinking like Ocean's 15 where they faked the moon landing.
I'm sitting there thinking like how stupid a move Barbarossa was by Hitler. Like, why didn't he finish England off before he attacked Russia?
Because he didn't want to.
Russia was his allies.
Because he didn't want to. Is the honest truth. He didn't want to destroy Britain.
Why not?
Because he saw them as potential allies. Sadly, I suppose that marks us badly.
They were harboring the French. They were losing the war, and they had Russia as his ally at that point, which is a much stronger ally in England at that point.
He gambled wrong. He gambled wrong.
I mean, Russia could literally been the whole Asian continent if Hitler made the right choice.
You can't really. He thought he could win. Hubris. He thought he could fight a war on two fronts, and you can't. And to be honest, the Japanese fucked it for him.
Three fronts.
Yeah, the Japanese really fucked him.
Yeah, the Japanese did fuck him. Because he was taking Africa over too at the same time.
Yeah, the war turned at a certain point. He lost, like, they overstretched. Anyway, this is all I can see Jive, like, not... I mean, if anyone is capable of embodying what not giving a shit looks like, it's Jive right at this moment.
Jive, if you played those Call of Duty single players, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about
You don't give about World War II, Jive?
Nah.
World War II is like the most fascinating part of human history, in my opinion.
I know about it, but I don't really.
You know about the Bataan Death March, Jive?
No.
You should look up the Bataan Death March. Just look a documentary of it up, and you'll be amazed at how cruel human beings could be.
Yeah,
I saw The Pianist.
No, look at the real shit, like the Bataan Death March. You got old motherfuckers talking about how their friend was run over so many times by Japanese trucks that he was indistinguishable from like a cat on the road.
I saw The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
That's a harsh
Is that the name
film.
of the movie?
Yeah.
It's from Auschwitz, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a harsh film. Right, next
Should we do the iTunes?
Yeah, let's do iTunes.
Those are all the
iTunes.
comments. All right, now we're going to read a few iTunes ratings, which, as we said earlier in the show, it helps out tremendously. I think iTunes is one of the biggest platforms where we can expand in the podcast universe. So any ratings, they help a lot. iTunes link should be in the description this week, or search The Podcast Show, one word, and you should find it. It's a big TPS. It's a logo I made in like 2 seconds. It's blue, just letters. Anyways, all right. So let's read a few. From Shadow Man. Great show, guys. Glad to be able to say that I've been a supporter of the show since day one. Hope this goes far. This is the part where Jive says smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
We're at episode 6 now?
Yep.
Yeah, we're on 6 now.
Yeah.
Nice. Day 1 is 6 weeks ago, so I'm glad that it's coming here. It's coming pretty far
It's
every
looking good. We're going
week.
strong.
I got to say, this is one of the highlights of my week right now.
Good.
It's fun, man. I look forward to it. My sleep schedule was messed up, and I made sure I woke up for today on time. It's bad. Great podcast. I've known all of these YouTubers, but my favorite has to be Eddie. Shout out to the Leg Comp podcast. It's really awesome that some of the best YouTubers, in my opinion, are doing a podcast. Everyone on the show brings their own personality to the table. Excellent show. Keep up the good work. By Jarrett Kretz 6493.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks,
Jared
homie.
Kress, you the real MVP, dog. Hitting those
You the
ratings
real
up.
MVP to tear come down.
Let me see. Almost as good as PKA by RSK.
Damn, almost.
Almost.
Almost. We'll endeavor.
They got a little better personality over there. You know?
Yeah. We'll endeavor to become better.
They got better personality.
I do think the show, like every week, there's a little problem. Like 2 weeks ago, Eddie's Skype notifications were coming up. We fixed that. The first week was horrible. And it just keeps on getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
Dude,
First week, we just wanted to get it done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely. And it was good, but the fucking audio just...
And then everybody's recording fucked up on the first week. Like everybody's. Like I didn't record my voice because my mic was like not lined in.
And my mic was like 30 times higher than everyone else's mic, and I was like clicking and clacking with like shit, and then it was pretty bad.
Every time Wings would talk, he'd be like,
It's Google
Look at me now.
Hangouts.
"What the
man.
fuck wrong?" He said, "I ain't record my voice." I'm like,
Sexy
"Oh,
shit, son.
Okay, yes, buddy. This is awesome, guys. You have an awesome chemistry. I love the lack of hosts. It's just like friends discussing topics, and the insight gain is awesome. Thank you. By Yes, Buddy.
bingo."
Thank you, buddy.
That's my main point. That's my main point. Just like homies talking. Stop cutting each other off. Well, when you're talking to your homies in the schoolyard or wherever, at work or in school or wherever, do you guys wait your turn to
You know what? That reminds me of my Minecraft server, bapcraft.com.
See? just cut me off. You see that?
When's the last time you logged into Babcraft, white boy?
It's been a little bit. I've been taking a break. It's been like a few weeks. Took a break.
Let me ask you this, white boy. I'm gonna hit you a question that stings. Why didn't you blow up like all the other Minecraft YouTubers?
I didn't really post too much Minecraft. I mean, if I posted Minecraft, I had like a 4 million, a 2 million.
I look at the Minecraft community and think white boy would fit into this community.
I couldn't do it, man. Like
sometimes you're just not having fun.
Like if it was back in the day, like some Call of Duty, like I didn't like Modern Warfare 3 too much, but I made those videos just to do it, and that's when Minecraft was coming out, and I just can't do something I don't like. I do like my server because like in Minecraft you can make what you want to play pretty much. You can make whatever you want, and we have some fun game types. Like I got one in the chamber and sticks and stones, stuff like that. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't build a fucking snowman and
Hey guys!
I'm so happy. I'm the happiest guy in the world. Let's build a building. Oh my God.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Titty slap that like button.
Like,
oh my goodness.
During the scary game stuff, like at first I was really scared. I honestly like doing the scary games, but after a while I was like, okay, these are going to get views. Let's act it up a little bit. And
yeah, how many times could Slender Man scare you?
A lot, man. It's fucking scary.
It's a scary game. That's a scary game.
Yo, that game. What was the name of that game? They gave you a demo on PlayStation 4. It was like a letter. I forgot the name of it.
Playable teaser.
Oh,
it was like a teaser, and it was like
Hill.
a baby in the bathroom.
It's playable teaser. Silent Hills, yeah.
I was really scared. Like, I was really scared of that fucking game.
Is it where you went round over and over again?
It was a house.
Yeah,
it was just a house. It was a bathroom. You could hear a baby crying. I went in there.
You had that ugly bitch come out there.
Oh my God, that game was scary. That game was scary.
Yeah, so like I didn't really commit to doing Minecraft. Looking back on it, I probably should have changed.
You lost like $1 million. Like you left it in the gutter.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You ever see that Master P video when he's all like this and he like looked for the keys of his house and like oh shit, $500,000 fell out and he's like and just walks in the house.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I think he had that money now. Is Master P still around?
Oh, I know he got that money. He's invested in like Nickelodeon and like he's getting a lot of money, man.
Yeah, he's just chilling now, fucking bitches.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to worry about.
Master P was a basketball player too, right?
Yeah, he sucked though.
Wasn't his son Romeo? Is that who?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still his son. I don't think he unsubscribed from his dad.
Did his brother ever get out of prison?
I think he's still in there. Listen to his name, like.
All right, let's do one more review. GJ123600. I listen to the show after I get home from work. I love it. You're all hilarious. Wings and White Boy. I've been a fan since Modern Warfare 2. Did we read this last week? Good to see Wings hanging out, having a good time, driving Eddie. Yeah, we did read that one. Okay, I think I scrolled down too much. I'm a Mr. Cool Jr., Mr. Cook Jr. I'm a 32-year-old man in the Army, so I'm not your typical demographic. I tried to watch a few episodes of PKA in the past and found it a little bigoted, or big-toed. No, bigoted. It's refreshing to see you guys having fun and not being hateful. I don't play COD, but I enjoy the show. There's a lot of room and to grow, and I'm looking forward to more episodes. Mr. Cook.
Thanks, Cook.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah. All right, we'll read some next week. I got to get these in like chronological order, so I'm not rereading them. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, don't forget to leave some ratings, man. It really, really helps us out and thumbs the motherfucking video up. Can I curse? Can I curse, guys?
Yeah, you can curse.
Not on my
you can.
Minecraft channel.
No, you fucking can't, Jive.
Can I
Fuck's sake.
curse, guys?
I'm switching over to Minecraft. I'm trying to get a nice demographic
My
of
next
7
intro,
to 8-year-olds.
I can't think of anything
Master
worse.
P. I'm sorry, Master P still putting albums out.
Is he?
Yeah, he just put out the boss of all bosses this year.
Oh shit!
I had a 30.
I had no clue, dog.
I had a 3rd and 5th grade teacher, Mr. P, and he would sell us his mixtapes. Like he would rap on the side, and he would sell his mixtapes in elementary school, and we would get them autographed, and yeah,
You for real?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Mr. P, he was hustling, man.
Was he good though?
I don't know. I was like 10.
Have you ever bought a busted ass rapper's mixtape?
I was at one of these events, and like this guy handed me his mixtape, and I thought it was free, so I was like, okay. He was like, no, I got to get at least 5. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that, dude. I haven't. This could be a blank fucking disc for all I know.
Like, nah, I'm good, dog.
Dude, I bought
Your
one for
SoundCloud.
$7 at a flea market. This guy's like hustling. Like, yeah, I'll give you $7 here. I gave him the $7. I popped it in my fucking truck. I threw that bitch out the window, turned it out the parking lot.
But some people are really terrible at like music, like whatever they do. Like some people are just
Yeah, but
bad.
they have so much confidence, Jive.
Yeah.
They all think they're the greatest.
Like a lot of people tell me my commentary fucking suck. And I think I'm okay. You know, like that's the same thing. Like some people are just bad and they think they're good.
No, so you're a good commentator, Jive. Some commentators out there are bad, genuinely bad.
Have you? Yeah, you've got to hear a bad commentator. It usually sounds something like this. I went to the store and they had Mountain Dew there.
Double XP. I bought 8 of them.
I was thinking.
And the only thing they have confidence saying is their intro when they say, "What is up, guys? This is so and so, so and so." Then they go into
and
their
like half their
regular
intro,
self.
half of their intro is something I created back in the
Yeah,
day. How
like
many people?
somebody else
It's
says
your
that.
boy. Like,
Yeah, somebody they just use somebody's intro. What all the new up and coming guys says, "What is up, guys?"
Yeah, a lot of people
Almost
say
all of them. What is up, guys? I'm so and so. Now we're gonna review some water. Like, what's up with the "what is up, guys"?
I'm waiting
I don't
for
know.
the. There have been a few Eddie the Chump, not impersonators, but like people who like what I do and copy the style of it to a certain
I
extent.
did.
Yeah, but you didn't do it in a mean way, like you're trying to pass it off as like you.
I seen your videos. I watched like all of them in like a 2-day period. I'm like, I want to try this.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'm waiting for when someone goes and like starts their video off like that. Like then I'll know. Like
And this is me being very unoriginal. I started my video off like that.
Yeah.
I did. I have a video that goes, and this is me being very unoriginal.
I like when people copy me. Or they would say they're copying Chris Smooth because they say I copy Chris Smooth. One time my mom called me on the phone and she told me I sound like Chris Smooth. I'm like, God damn. Like, maybe I am copying Chris Smooth. It's crazy.
I like
Damn.
you can't copying is too far, but if you just take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and put it together, it's yourself. Make it unique. You don't have to straight up copy. I know people out there are smart.
Tips, definitely.
I think
yeah.
a lot of people, this is what I genuinely think about a lot of YouTubers, right, who do that, is that a lot of them, they see big channels and they see success and they see money and they see free shit, right? And they go, I want that. But they forget that the reason why the person has got that is because they've come up with a form of entertainment that people like to watch and they don't have anything to say. Like a lot of these guys are around 16 to 19, maybe 20, and they haven't lived any life, so they don't have anything to say really. And then they're like my videos, subscribe, da-da-da-da-da. And it's just empty. Like the whole video is empty. I don't know how many commentaries I've watched that are just full of nothing.
They have no content. Why are people gonna watch
Exactly.
you when there's 10,000 other people who are bringing something to the table?
You must get this all the time.
Very saturated.
Like you bigger guys must get this all the time. I get this, so you must get it even more. Which is, can you watch one of my videos and give me pointers? And I'm like, I can't tell you how to be you. I can't do that. I can't.
Oh, you give them the generic pointers. You have like
I have to. Yeah,
quality,
I'm like
your mic.
my go
1080p, 60 frames.
1080p. My go-to is make content that you would want to watch. That's it.
And have fun.
I just see if they got. I honestly, I see if they got energy. I see if they got a good mic and good quality. That's all I can.
I can't say it. The only thing I ever bring to the table is I have the ability to talk for a very long fucking time because I'm very self-absorbed. Like, that is my one strong suit. You could tell me to talk about a fucking tree. I can make it a 10-minute commentary and be engaging.
Yeah.
And tree talk right now.
Tree talk? Well, you know what's funny about trees? It always gets to me is that people will say the earth is dated only 4,000 years, but you can easily look at a tree, and you learn this in the Cub Scouts, that you take the little thin needle and you stick it into the tree, and you pull it out, and you count the motherfucking rings. I know this might blow your mind, but that system they have of aging trees, it really, really, really works. And it's really, really accurate. You can also tell this by how animals get caught into the tree through the sap.
Commentary about Dookie.
Well, one time, I was at a GameStop live event, and I was going to pick up my copy of Black Ops 1, and I felt my gut bubble.
Oh, God.
And, like, I was like, oh, no.
I know what
So I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, do I go into the bathroom and ask them to use their personal bathroom? Because the GameStop I go to doesn't have a public restroom. Do I have them use the personal bathroom? And I decided against it.
I'm liking this video right now.
I decided I was against it. And that was the mistake. That was one of the worst mistakes I had all year of that year.
Yeah.
Because when I got into the truck, I was having contractions. I was literally ready to have a baby.
Baby.
I was rolling the motherfucking window down. I was like,
oh my God. Okay, all right. Yuck.
That's a talent I picked up from doing 4,000 motherfucking YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I used to write every video I had. Like, my first 25 commentaries were all handwritten. Well, keyboard written, but I would write scripts to them. And then people were like, these sound generic. They sound like you're reading a script. Because I was very bad at writing scripts. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to start winging it.
Yeah, I never wrote anything down.
And that's how the name Wings of Redemption was founded.
He winged.
Hollywood True Stories, live on the podcast show, episode 6.
Wings of Redemption was actually something out of my poetry book that I used to write poems in high school. And I thought, like, oh, man, temporary wings. And, like, I was scratching names out and, like, Wings of Redemption. And I just picked that because I had my poetry book next to me. And I just picked it up and flipped to that page. And I'm like, there's my YouTube name right there.
It's a good YouTube name, dude. It is. It's a good name.
Great name.
It would have been even better if I lost that fucking weight. Thinking about that.
You will.
I won't.
You will.
I love fucking eating, dude.
I just had a big bag of cheese puffs, man.
You need to share that shit.
What I would love now is if we break the fourth wall and Geordie just reaches in to the screen to the side of him
and like
takes a cheese puff.
And like,
thank you.
Like I had a Cheeto up there.
Yeah. We should plan that shit, man.
Great.
That would be
have
amazing.
a Cheeto next to the webcam.
Yeah, no, like Alex can pass something to you. Like, Alex, put your arm to the left, like directly to the left. Like, raise it, yeah. And then Geordie, no, your arm to the right, Geordie.
Oh.
So yeah, you take something and then you put your arm down, like down the screen like that. And then Jive puts his arm up and takes it. We should do that. We should all buy the same item so we can swap it.
We'd have to coordinate it because you're in different spots on my screen.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you the master layout. Like Alex is top left, you're top right, Jive's bottom right, I'm bottom left. Yeah. So we could plan it out.
Yeah.
So I can take a dump on Jive right now.
No, you'd be shitting on my head, Alex. Thank you very much.
we need to plan like something we pass next week.
Yeah,
just pass it around.
We need to buy the same item so it always looks like it's real. That'd be
or something we always have, like a butter knife.
Yeah.
I mean, we all got the same webcam, but that won't work.
We do all the same.
I don't have the same webcam. I need to upgrade, actually, to be fair. But anyway.
It's real cheap, dude. You catch them on sale for like $60.
Yeah. Webcam talk. Let's not do that. So, should we end it here? Because we're at 2 hours, 48 minutes.
Oh, we weren't ended?
No.
No.
Okay,
All right,
guys.
that's
So
fine.
yeah. So remember to leave us a like, leave us a rating on iTunes. Check out the subreddit. We really appreciate it, and we'll read them out next show. So, Jive.
Remember to check us out on iTunes. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video. And we're out. Peace.